Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and we're back for another live watch-along, which is the Carabao Cup game. And we've got a nice few people in the chat already, which is always amazing to see. Let me just introduce what the stream is before I go and say hello. So today we're back doing another football watch-along, which is going to be the Carabao Cup second round. For that game, we've only just watched the other day, which is Nottingham Forest versus Leeds United. We saw Leeds United just sneaking over the line, nicking a victory versus Nottingham Forest at the Forest ground just over the weekend in the Premier League. But the same two teams are back at it again in the same venue. And wow, are we going to get a different game, different lineups, different scoreline, etc. So that's what's going on. So let me go over to the chat and say hello to whoever's in. So, going back to the top. Finley's in. How you doing, Finley? Finley says, sorry I missed your stream earlier. That's cool, my bro. Don't be silly. We all have stuff to do. Christopher Flaherty back in the building. Big Liverpool fan says, Liverpool signing 3 players. We need it, Christopher. We need it. How are you doing, bro? Aiden is back in the building. How you doing, Aiden? Cheers to you, sir. Hopefully you are well. Let me know any Aston Villa updates. Malak Arthur's back in the building. How you doing? Young King Arthur. How are you doing, my bro? Let me know. Finley says hi. Hello. Hello, Finn. Spav is back. How you doing, my bro? Man United fan. He's come back from obviously licking his wounds at the weekend, Spav. Only joking, mate. How you doing, my bro? All good. Hopefully you're well. Let's catch up with the rest. Aiden says, I'm so happy because Aston Villa close to Nicholas Jackson. Decent signing. Decent signing. Kieran's in the building and he says Nottingham Forest 3, Leeds United 0. I don't know about that, Kieran, but let's see, my bro. Spaff says, did you see Chelsea versus Fulham when I last checked? I was 6th in the FPL. Fair enough, bro. Good one. I haven't really looked up at FPL at the moment. I haven't really looked, to be honest. I've just been busy and stuff. But I'll have a little check. Now that obviously the first round is over, Spav. Yeah, I'm not too stressed. Let's see what happens at this weekend. Every game matters. I mean, obviously, I did all right. You know, obviously, yeah, Pedro scored. But look, I want to get Morgan Rogers in the team. And Cole Palmer is flashing those eyes at me as well, Spav. James is back in the building. How you doing, James? Hopefully you're good. Of course, everybody, please, let me remind you to please hit that like button instantly. As soon as you come in, then it's done. It's out of the way. And I don't have to bug you. So please hit that like button, people. And yeah, that will be much appreciated. As we get back to the messages. Thank you, you absolute legends. Right. Who else is in the building? Let's have a look. Mr. Demon is back. How you doing, sir? Hopefully you're doing well today. Please let me know how you're getting on. Have you had a good day? Please let me know. Spav says he's good. Glad to hear it, my bro. 65 mil, Nicholas Jackson. To be honest, it's a decent price considering that they wanted 70 million last year and obviously prices were less last year. So I think it's a good deal. It's a good player. They're moving for him as well. Fair enough. It's all getting a little bit desperate though at Villa, innit? All these signings. Man like Rush is back in the building. Rush, how are you doing, sir? Tip of the hat to you, my brother. How are you doing? And Rush, what have you thought of the Liverpool game a few days later? Please let me know. Game Week 2 fantasy done. He's there already. James is on it already. I hear that, my bro. Nice one, Spav. You legend. Man United Ipswich is at the weekend. Yes, Kieran, it is. What is your prediction for the game? I know you love a 3-0. You're on your bike today? Well, I've been on my bike, getting on to so many things today, etc. But we're getting on our bike today because we're going in for this live watch-along shortly. Mr. Demon says, I'm good and had a good day. Love to hear it, man. That's what we want to see. Positivity in the chat. Aston Villa talks to sign Rafa Leao as well. Wow. How many players are these guys in talks for? Aiden. Incredible. Natasha says, hi, how you doing? Are you doing a prize draw tonight? I'm not sure, Natasha. I might save it till Thursday. I need a bit more thinking time, Natasha. But anyway, let me know how you're doing, Natasha. And please, Natasha, hit that like button, please. Spav says, can you look at the top 10s in the FPL League, if that's okay, Eddie? Yep, give me a moment. Let's go through the lineups for the Nottingham Forest game, and then we can have a look at that for sure. Give me a moment. Louis says, hello. How you doing, Louis? Big dog. How many points fantasy fans cherries? What do you mean by that, my bro? There's an award ceremony on tonight. Football 1. What's that for? What day can I pick a game? Finley. Let me think on it, Finley. I'll have to get back to you because most of it is all scheduled already. Because today, obviously, I'm doing this game. Tomorrow, I'm doing Spurs, Charlton. Thursday is looking like Chelsea, Luton. Friday is going to be Man City, Bournemouth. No, not Man City. No, they're at home to somebody. Man City, whoever they're at home to. And Saturday is going to be Liverpool game. So at the moment, a little bit tied up, Finley, but I will let you know. They are saying Kane for the Ballon d'Or. Why? I think probably because he had a great season last year. He won the Bundesliga and scored over 60 goals, Natasha. But I don't know. I'm not that bothered with the Ballon d'Or, Natasha. I think it's a little bit overrated. A bit of a pointless award, in my opinion. Villa in talks to sign Club Brugge defender Ordonez. Crazy, crazy stuff. Aiden, how many players do they need? PFA awards. CV Palace. Yeah, that is it. Yep, that's the one. Man like Chang is back and he says, hey, doing good. Took drastic actions and wildcarded like 8 players. I think it's a bit risky, but if it pays off, then amazing. We both got our team saved by that Chelsea game. This is it, mate. But remember as well, towards the end of the week, you can make as many changes as you want with the wildcard. I'm doing my wildcard next week. I'm happy with my lineup for the weekend. So I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. I'm not panicking, Anakin like you, my bro. Right. But there are better players who could win it. I mean, Natasha is one of the best players in the world, no? Aiden says 3 players for Villa. Fair enough. Kieran says Man U 3, Ipswich 0. That would do well for my fantasy football. Right, everybody lock in on the fantasy, says James. I hear that. Right, everybody please hit that like button. And I'm just going to get the lineups up for... this game, and then we can have a little discussion and see who we think is going to win this game today. Is this preview or is it... All right, so this is confirmed, I think. Yep, this is looking confirmed. Brilliant. Excellent. Right. Let me get these lineups up on the screen. Perfect. They're there already. Right. I'll go through some of them. Have a look at the lineups, guys, and let me know what you think for your prediction for the match. Finley says, I can't be watching on Friday, Saturday. It's my birthday party. Another one. Greedy boy. But not Saturday. Saturday's my birthday. So excited. Brilliant, Finley. Hopefully you have a lovely time, my bro. And what are you getting for your birthday? Let me know. This one's with your mum this time, right? Greedy boy. Having 2 parties. Lucky man. You got 35 points, Aiden. Nice, nice. ITV. What's that? What's on ITV, my bro? Oh, the awards. Oh, I see. Do you stream to YouTube Shorts at the same time? Well worth looking into it if you don't already. I do, my bro. Yes, I do. I don't know how many... It doesn't really show how many people watch it, but I do live stream to the Shorts as well at the same time. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it, my bro. 4 more days. That's what we like to hear. Aiden, how many players? You give me back 10 players a day, bro. Well, look, let's just see. I'll be glad when this window's closed, my man. I've had enough of the window. Right, let's have a look at these lineups now. So we've got in goal for Forest, Matt Sells after his little disaster class, letting in that goal at the end. Yeah, Cunha, Nico Williams, Milenkovic, Ola Aina, Ousmane Diomande making his debut. Nicolas Dominguez, Javier Schläger. That's a bit of a tongue twister there. Xavier Schläger making his debut as well. Kalamundo Mwinga, Chris Wood reinstalled in the attack. So going for goals today. And Igor Jesus. So it's looking like a 3-5-2. Also now the Leeds team is James Trafford in goal. James Justin, Joe Rodon, Elvede making his debut. Muharemovic, Tanaka coming in this time. Ethan Ampadu, Sean Longstaff starting this one. Daniel James off the bench for this one. Lucas Nemecha and Noah Okafor. So the bench for Forest, we've got John Victor, Murillo, Zach Abbott, Sangare, McAtee, Nets, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Dan Ndoye, Amari Hutchinson, Ryan Yates, Nicolo Savona. And on the Leeds bench, you've got Lucas Perry, the keeper, Bio, Lino, Alfie Cresswell, Stack, Aronson, Bogle, Calvert-Lewin, Harry Wilson, Wilfred Nyonto, Matteo Joseph, Gabriel Goodmanson, and Ilya Gruev. Oh no, so those are the doubts, sorry. So yeah, go up to Harry Wilson and those are your teams. So yeah, a bit of a change lineup for both. Change lineups. So yeah, Ollie Watkins is leaving Aston for 12 million. Is that all? No way, Aiden. 12 million, that's ridiculous. That is so cheap. Is the top 6 for the PFA Player of the Year or Ryan Shirky, Bruno Fernandes, Erling Haaland, Gabriel, it must be Gabriel, David Raya and Declan Rice. Fair enough. Scaramouche, hey buddy, this is Dom. Have a good stream. Hey, nice one, Dom. Good to see you, my bro. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, Dom. And hopefully hit that like button, Dom, before you go. And hopefully you subscribe. Thank you, my bro. Respect to you. And we'll do a Street Fighter stream again soon. And I'll make sure you're invited, my bro. Dom, good to see you, my bro. And thank you. When is my birthday? 12th of March, mate. Already gone. But he'll be getting 40... What was that? Well, I don't know what that is. Can't be getting 40,000 million a week. He's probably on 400,000 a week. But yeah, big money. But yeah, not big money for Villa, though. 12 million for Villa. For a 30-year-old. Nah, that can't be right. They're not going to sell him for 12 million. No chance. Absolutely no chance. But yeah, maybe double fact check that one. Right, I'm going for, on this one, I'm going to do my prediction. I think Forest win this one. Get your prediction in the chat, Natasha. I'm going for Notts Forest 2, Leeds 1 on this one. That's what I'm going for. Let me know your predictions in the chat, people. 45 mil. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know where you go with 12 million. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, 45 mil. I mean, yeah, I'd want a bit more, to be honest, seeing as it's Saudi, but it's a decent price, but I don't know. Like, you know, Thingy coming in. Nicholas Jackson's a good player, but he's not as good as Ollie Watkins. So, you know, I think you'll kind of want to get more money if you can. But anyway, get your predictions in the chat, guys, and then I will load up the fantasy football on the channel. Natasha, let me know what your prediction is for the game. Chang, your prediction for the game. Finn, your prediction for the game. James, TalkFan TV, your prediction. Aidan, your prediction as well. Kieran, your prediction. Louis, your prediction. Spav, what's your prediction? Please let me know. Arthur, let me know your prediction as well. Chang says there's no deal for Ollie Watkins agreed yet at all. Aidan, just bids. They're just bids and Villa want like 50 million. Fair enough. That's the thing. We've got to wait until the done and dusted happens before. But yeah, that makes sense. I'd want 50 mil if I was them, in all honesty. Going for 0-0 on penalties, says Finley, basically. We're going to penalties, yeah? Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, I'll get the fantasy football up on the screen. Give me a moment. There's Fantasy Premier League. And while I'm doing that, please just make sure that you have hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, let's get the league up on the screen. Here he is in the building. Let's bring his message up. I'll take Nicholas Jackson and Raphael. Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, to exchange for Ollie Watkins for sure. Arthur's back in the building. Arthur Bushby, how you doing, sir? He says, we are Leeds. What's your prediction for today, Arthur? I've looked at the two lineups. Not to go against you, bro, but I think Nottingham Forest going very attacking this one. I think they might sneak it 2-1, Arthur. But let us know, my bro. Arthur, let us know what your thoughts are on this game. Macy says, hello. How you doing, Macy? Hopefully you enjoyed the games earlier between us on the Street Fighter stream. Kieran says, Nottingham Forest 3, Leeds 0. And please, Macy, Arthur Bushby, please do hit the like button for the channel, please. It's very important. Would really appreciate it. Thank you. Where's me in the league? Let's have a look. I'll put it up on the screen. Obviously, you must be a bit lower down. Right, there's the bottom half. Finley, where's your team, mate? Let's have a look. Oh, Finley, there you are in 11th. Just there, mate. 2 below me. So you're 2 below me, Finley. See it all right? So there you go. James is what? Second in the table. Yeah, there he is. Fans cherries. Let's have a look at your team, James. Yeah, not bad, lad. Hey, James. Igor Thiago let us down, bro. We're missing that penalty, right? All right, let me move myself out of the way. Arthur, let us know your prediction, mate. Arthur Bushby, let us know your prediction for the game today. Whack it in the chat, my bro. Whack it in the chat. Yeah, you can do, Dan, if you want to, mate. Whack an email. But yeah, it's all good, guys. It's just... Oh, you did a triple captain. Who did you triple captain? And James, you know you only get one of those per season, right? Who did you triple captain? Let's have a look. Oh, mate. James, you had an absolute nightmare. James, you know, Talkfan TV. So basically, you triple captained Ollie Watkins, who didn't play. You didn't choose a vice captain, or you did, who was Lecomte, the keeper. You should have put it on another player, because then you would have got triple points. So yeah, you messed up there, bro. And you know you only get one triple captain per season, so you shouldn't waste it like that. But it is what it is, my bro. You went too soon, my bro. Premature. Sent you an email. No worries, no worries. Okay, I'll have a look. Someone nearing hit me on my motorbike. Oh, be careful, my bro. Be careful. Macy says, I can't get enough of Street Fighter 6. Glad you enjoyed it, my bro. Glad you enjoyed it. Obviously, I know it's difficult for yourself, but obviously just small steps. Small little steps. Eventually, one day you become a beast. Nice one, Kieran. Sent is the word I meant. I see what you think. Pretty drastic changes. Mate, don't be desperate, bro. Mr. Demon says 2-1 Forest. He agrees with me. We always think alike, my bro. Look at my team. Ade, hi, and hi, I'm here. And hey, I'm here. Nice one, Thomas. Hit that like button, Thomas. And yeah, I'll have a quick look. But yeah, Dan, James, you messed up with your, what's it called, mate? With your triple captain. Absolutely down the toilet with a triple captain. Disastrous. There's Thomas. There's your team, Thomas. Yep, there you go. So what you got? Munoz didn't get any points. Lacroix did all right. So yeah, it's not a bad team, Thomas. Like I said to you before, you know what I said to change. My opinion. Ollie Watkins isn't going to play for Villa again. That's just a bit obvious. So, you know, make that change, my bro. Oh, yeah, motorbike. Yeah, I did wonder, Finley. Don't worry, I know you're young. Yeah, you're learning, my bro. All good. Aussie Ange, good evening, God of the show. Thank you, Aussie Ange. How are you doing, sir? Aussie Ange, hit that like button for me, my bro, and let the chat know how you're doing. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really sad. R.I.P. in the chat. I wonder how old she was. She must have been like 85 at least. How old was she, Arthur, when she passed away? Beautiful, beautiful lady from back in the day, Dolly Parton. We all know what she's famous for, Arthur. And that's 9 to 5, Arthur. Behave yourself, lad. Kieran, you got to stick to one score, bro. Who is she? She's a famous country and western singer. The most famous country and western singer of all time. Blonde lady, very pretty, etc. Back in the day. But yes, there's the teams. Right, let's get the lineups back on the screen. Country music singer. Did you like her, Arthur? Let me know. And Arthur, get your prediction in the chat, my bro. Get your prediction in the chat. Let's have a look. So Dan's new team. I'll save it, mate. One sec. Dan, do you want me to put it up on the screen? Let me know. Do you want me to put it up on the screen? Let me know. Oh, she was 80. Okay, so yeah, it's not as old as I thought. But, you know, look, it's a good old age. She led a fantastic life. She's a legend. And yeah. What's that, my bro? What got weaker, bro? Oh, I see. Cheers for that. Cheers for that. No worries, bro. Right. Let's put... Dan wants me to put his... not his face. That's not Dan. That's Crazy Highland. Dan wants me to put his fantasy football team, his new changes. And he scrounges around to catch up. So you go... Mate, you're going all Hull. Mate, you know... Mate, you know you've got to... you know, you can only do this wild card once, you know. You need to like make sure you can factor in. Oh, you got Pickford to change around next time. Oh, I see. Odegaard, Captain Cole Palmer at home to Brighton, not bad. Rogers, Pedro, Sangari, Brentford. Mate, you are definitely doing the thing where you are jumping on the people who did well last week. It never goes that way, my bro. The same players hardly ever do well the following week. But no, I hear it. It's not bad, but you know what? I wouldn't jump the gun so early myself, my bro. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get one more in week 19. But look, you got all week to mess around with it, move it around, jiggle it around and all that sort of stuff. But I wouldn't be going with so strong on Hull just for one game because they did well against Man United and then, you know, you're basically next week you're stuck with 3 Hull players. Do you know what I mean? But it's up to you, my bro. You got to have balance. My team, you've already seen my team anyway. My team is not going to change until this weekend, and I'm playing my bench boost, so I am gold. I might put in Morgan Rogers instead of Declan Rice. That's the only thing I might go for this weekend, but we shall see. Right, everyone, can you please make sure you hit that like button for me, my boys and girls? Didn't we have a look at yours, Finley, already? Finley, I'll have a look then. Right, let's get the predictions for the Leeds game, people. There's yours, Finley. Arthur, what's your prediction for the game, mate? Let me know. Yes, they have, Thomas. I have a sneaky feeling they will do good for the... Fair enough. Marching Steve. Ade, good evening, my brother. All Leeds, aren't we? Hey, Steve. Have you changed your name? Or is that another new account, Steve? Let me know, or if you change your name. But Steve, smash that like button. And if it is a new account, subscribe to the channel, Stevie boy. I'll put the teams up on the screen, Steve. What are you thinking? What's your prediction for the game? Let us know, Steve. Ridge is in the building. How you doing, Ridge? My Albanian brother. How are you doing, sir? Hopefully you recovered from that Tottenham beatdown at the weekend. How are you doing, my bro from Enfield? Please let the chat know. And hit that like button, please. I can't see my one. Oh, one sec. There you go. There's yours on the screen. Ah, change of name. Fair enough. Fair enough. Marching Steve. Is that because you're marching on? Is that just actually your name, Steve? Had enough already. First game in. Oh, mate. It was peak. I know that. But listen, it has to get better. Ridge, it has to get better. But honestly, I do believe he needs to change up the centre-backs. He's got to go with one or the other. Senesi and Van Hecker will not work, bro. Not in this league. No chance. Chang says, if not, then I go for the 3-5-2 and bench them. Mad sure I have a backup option. I like it, my bro. Tactical. The lovely Michelle is back in the building. How are you doing, Mish? How are you? Let us know how your day's been, Michelle. Please let the chat know. And of course, Michelle, hit that like button with Stevie boy over there. Yep, they're looking at it, Finley. Man like Bob, he's in the gym right now. What are you up to today, Bob? Are you slapping up that that bag, or are you beating up JDM? Let me know, my bro. Saka was a decent captain choice at Finley Moore. It was. That was a good choice. Well done, Finn. Bob says hello to Michelle. Marching 1-1, Leeds winning on penalties. This cup is not Leeds' priority. I want to win, but no big loss if we go out. The league is what matters, bro. I hear that, Steve. And I was looking at the two lineups, and I'll be real, Steve. The reason I went for a Forest win today is not only could you beat them at the weekend, but I feel like Glasner needs to do something, and it's a stronger team. I think Glasner's gone stronger than what Farker has, Steve. So I'm going for a 2-1 Forest win. Michelle says 2-1 Leeds. Thanks, Michelle. Cardio in the gym. Good man. Me, I've done no gym today. I need to go running sometime this week. I need to go gym this week as well, Bob. Not sure which day. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'm going to go. Michelle says, I'm good, Addy. Did you watch the Chelsea game? No, I couldn't. I was busy. You know, had to work away for once, Michelle. But no, I missed a cracker. Was it a good game, Michelle? It looked like a really good game. What I would say, though, Thomas, a Chelsea fan. Thomas, what was I going to say? Sanchez. You've got to get rid of him. If they're going to win anything, Michelle, I know you tipped them to win the league. They need a keeper. If they're the top-class keeper, they could win the league. But with Sanchez, they'll never win the league. Michelle says, yeah, it was a good game. Good stuff. He's changed his name. He's changed his name, Michelle. He's changed his name, that little rebel over there. Right. Football scene. Right. Any news in the chat? How's everyone doing? Anything new? Has your club made any signings? Is it getting close? Other than Aiden, who's got about 10 players coming his way. But anyone else? Any new signings coming off? Yes, 8 p.m. kickoff, James? James, did you hear what I said about your captain choice on fantasy football? It was a bad one there, my bro. But yeah, anyone made any signings? Let me know, please. So give me 1 sec. Right. All good, thanks. Yeah, definitely, Thomas. They need a new keeper if they're going to do anything. Captain who? Well, obviously, what I was talking about, you did your triple captain. You only get one per season, and it's gone already. I think Michelle should have been added to the league as well. Let's have a look. Michelle should be in there now. Should have added her. Can have a look at what this Evertonians team's like. Oh, it hasn't added her yet. It should add it soon, though. I think it must add a... I don't know why it hasn't added Michelle's team yet. It's taking a bit of time. Right, anyway. Right, back to the messages. Yeah, do you know what? I did wonder what that was all about, to be honest. Oh, I see. I got it now, Steve. I'm with you now, mate. Natasha says, I see Dolly Parton. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Natasha. Very sad news. 80 years of age. Obviously, that's memories from our childhood, Natasha. Dolly Parton back in the day, 925. What a way to make a living, Natasha. Has your sin been for his sweets? Oh, do you know what? Yeah, he's already come back. He came back with something called Takis. They're like Dorito crisp, but they're blue and they're fire volcano hot. So yeah, he's already burnt his tongue. I had a few earlier. Look, tongue's a bit blue. So yeah, he's already been there, Natasha, for his daily dose of rubbish. Chang said, Wrexham technically 2 players. Issa Kabore is no longer on loan and is permanent for 2 million. Ex-Premier League player, Issa Kabore. Then signed Jacques Akome from Angers from League One for 8 mil. Decent. Never heard of him, but, you know, Wrexham making signings from League 1. Can't be bad. No worries, Finley lad. I'm luggage in. What? Richard had those tackies a while ago and they gave me a ring sting, you know. Hey, you know, bro, you know, innit? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Hey, Ridge, I'm gonna be paying the price later, bro. Whew. You know what I mean? Be like, have to like get that in covert places to cool down. Jokes. I'm a black king and I'm lucky. Thank you, my bro. Thank you, my bro. Black King Ade. We take it. I've been called worse. Much worse. But all good. Any other signings happening in the Prem that you guys know of? Anything going on? Please let me know. And I will happily read out your messages on the screen. That's all right, mate. That's all good. That's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. You have enough bog roll behind you out there. You be fine. Here he is. No wiping the cheeks on those, my friend. You got to respect the legend of Diogo, my bro. Respect the legend. Natasha says, when I was young, my mum always used to play Dolly Parton songs. And when I was about 4 or 5, my mum used to play Brown Girl in the Rain by Boney M. Brown Girl in the Rain. Yeah, and I used to dance to it. There you go. The good old days, Natasha. Natasha, the good old days. 9 to 5. All you people in the chat, I'm sure you remember that one. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Anyway, you old heads in the chat will know. Yeah, I know, Finley, it's cool. I was only messing around, Finley, it's fine. Louis, what's happening, mate? All good, all good. It is what it is. It is what it is, Natasha. We are what we are. Hello, Gary. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hopefully you're good. Let me know. Gary, smash the like button. Please do smash that like button, Gary. Please confirm or deny. Need to get you to 600 subscribers. It will happen in due course, Louis. It will happen in due course. Pick up a few every time. The next goal is to get to 1,000. I'm sure with an amazing chat like yourself, we will get there. Natasha says, where is Arthur? He was just in here a little while ago. He just popped in and said a quick hello. He's on holiday, Natasha. He's on holiday, so I think he's just kind of busy with all of that stuff. But he seems to come in, say hello, and then nip out again. I'm sure your nemesis will be back next week properly, Natasha, to cause you mischief. Who, me? No, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I'm all smiles. Fair enough. We'll wait for Michelle to answer that. R.I.P. to Dolly Parton in the chat. What a legend. And I remember in the 80s as well, Natasha, all the boys used to fancy Dolly Parton. We all know why as well. Right. Let's have a look here. A few more messages in the chat. Bob is back. Yeah, R.I.P. for sure. Evans tomorrow. Who they playing, Michelle? Let us know. Oh. Do you think Barcola will improve his finishing? Bob, I'm not necessarily massively... I'm not massively worried about his finishing because he's a chance magnet. He will get goals anyway. Bob, he's a 1 in 4. He gets a goal 1 in 4. So if he translates that to the Premier League, 1 in 4, 1 in 5, he won't go wrong. And at the end of the day, it's about causing havoc and laying off chances for Isak and Wirtz. So I'm good. I'm good with him. If he doesn't finish his finishing, if he doesn't improve his finishing, I'm all right with it, mate. But I'm sure it will get a bit better. Louis says, please get 10 super chats because he will wear a Man United shirt. Yeah, that's just a bit of fun. Obviously, the channel is now monetized, but in the future, that will be part of the channel. You know, people will obviously send in super chats, likes, and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, all good. Let's see how it all pans out in the future. And if there is, that is a challenge. If I do receive 10 super chats, I'll wear a Man United shirt for a stream. But until then, I will not do that. So if you want to punish me, you know what to do. Right, Captain Rice done. Fair enough. I don't know, but your next game for Rice is away at Villa. I'm sure you've got higher point scorers than that. Because she was good looking, Steve. She was good looking, Steve. That was one of the reasons. I think we know a couple of other big reasons, don't we, Stevie boy? Anyway, Bob says he has improved his finishing at the World Cup. At least he's getting shots on target now. There you go, Bob. I'm not worried about him. He's a quality player. He comes in and becomes one of the best players in the league instantly. In my opinion. Right, so we have how long till kickoff? We've got 22 minutes till kickoff. 22 minutes. Let's make sure everything's working all right. Is the audio fine? Everything's working all right? Picture looks good, even though I'm in it? Let me know. And I wonder if Huel are listening. Huel, look, I'm doing your work for you, Huel. Advertising, Huel. You need to sponsor the channel. My team will definitely beat Villa on Monday, the 31st. They probably, well, we'll see. It's away. And Villa need to step up. That's going to be a great game, though. And I'm definitely going to be live streaming that one. Is he the best winger in the league when he joins? In the league? Who are the best wingers in this league at the moment? Saka, Semenyo. And after that, the wingers in the league are not the greatest, I'll be real. So he's definitely one of them. Is he better than Saka? He's definitely fitter than Saka. So yeah, he's definitely one of them. He goes into the top 2 or 3 wingers straight away, mate, if not the best. But he has to come and improve it first of all. R.I.P. to Diogo. I miss him, says Finley. I know, man. The legend. That was Diogo. Forever. Number 20. They should, my bro. Actually, they should sponsor you, Bob. We should get a dual thing going on. Bob's in the gym, working on a heel. He clears Semenyo, but not Saka. Well, I think the only thing that with Saka is the injuries. If Saka was is bulletproof, but yeah, we'll see. We have to see how Saka gets on this season. How fit can he remain? Michelle says, no, the pictures don't look good. You got too much behind you. Michelle, you're a savage. Do not wear a Man U shirt, please. Well, that's what I put the challenge on for the super chats. If I get 10 super chats on a live stream, then I've got to wear a Man U shirt. But anyway, we shall see. It's just a bit of fun and it's not expected. But as the channel grows, I'm sure these things will become part and parcel. It's just the way YouTube is. He could clear everyone with finishing. Fair enough, fair enough. James, good luck to you, mate. Man like Blocks in the building says, Ade, what's that then, Blocks? How you doing over there? My Arsenal supporting St. Lucian brother. How are you doing, sir? Let the chat know. And Blocks, hit that like button, my G. Victor Munoz could end up one of the best. You never know. Let's hope so, Mr. Demon. Hopefully we've got a real gem in Victor Munoz. 35 million euros. Can't go wrong with that. Absolutely amazing. What about a Greek new player? Got to be one of the... Well, he's not the top winger. Look, Zolis looks all right. Barcola's better than Zolis at the moment. But let's see how they're both getting on in the season. You know, apparently, as Bob was trying to say to me earlier, the deal for Barcola is apparently done. It's just being held back due to tax implications. But let's see. But it should be done. 5 for a shirt. 5 for a Leeds shirt, Ade. Well, fair enough. Maybe I'll have to put that as one of the challenge. You know what I mean? Steve might want to pay just to see me wearing a Leeds shirt. I need to get a Leeds shirt. To be fair, I know some Man United fans, so I can always go grab a Man U shirt if needed. I don't know any Leeds fans, Steve. But yeah, I might have to get a Leeds shirt then, if that's the case. Let's see. Bob says, I think Munoz should be a starter, Spain international, all that. Hopefully he's got to work his way into it. Michelle says, Blocks, you good? I'm good on lunch at work at the moment. What's up, Michelle? Nice one, my bro. What's the time over there, my bro? It's about 7 hours. What is it? About 20 to 1? Quarter to 1, is it, my bro? Zalis does not have the techers and pace Barcola has. No, he doesn't have the pace. The technique, he doesn't... Yeah, he looks like he's got good technique, but he doesn't have Barcola level techniques. Look, there's a reason why Zolis was 35 million and Barcola is 100 million. It's rather obvious. Fair enough, Steve. Lovely stuff. I've got Arsenal shirts. Yep, I can do that. I don't have one, but I can get one easy enough. But yeah, I could wear one of those on the stream. So yeah, we shall see. I'll do a challenge as part of the super chats in the future. Maybe be like 10 super chats or whatever over a 3-hour period, and it gets your boy in an Arsenal shirt. But I start with a Man U one because that's the one I definitely don't want to do. Sorry to hear that, my bro. You look after yourself. Michelle, you didn't say who are Everton playing tomorrow. Oh, I see. So you're only 5 hours behind, my bro. Fair enough. Yeah, he's very good. I mean, look, we need someone of that profile. We just saw what Brentford get with Sangare. We need to have somebody... I think Kamara's a bit too attacking compared to Sangare, but he's very energetic. He gets up and down. He can put a foot in. It will be a wise purchase. We've been linked with him for a while. We just need to get the players in. But honestly, I just think Liverpool are just trying to save that money. And you're going to see these 3 players come in this last week of the window. Preston. Oh, fair enough. Nice, difficult game, Michelle. But yeah, where is it? Is it home or away? Yeah, get well soon, Finley lad. Send him love in the chat. I hear that, Bob. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Kamara, they're going to want 40 million. Kone, about 40 million. I'd rather Kone, personally. Physically bigger, Kone. Kamara's a little bit slight for me, but kind of a little bit like a shorter Caicedo. But more attacking, less defensive. And we're already too attacking. But I don't know, Bob. I'll be happy with whoever we get, as long as we get someone. Yeah, we wouldn't mind seeing Michelle in a Liverpool shirt. Hey, Michelle. We say, Michelle, we want to put one of these on for the chat? Let the chat know, Michelle. Jaden, cat in the hat in the UK, be careful. What's that, my bro? Jaden, you do say some strange things, my bro. Jaden, the Villa fan, how you doing, mate? Let the chat know. And Jaden, hit the like button, please, mate. I don't know about Kone. Weird, nobody went for him. Bob, I know, but it's the same thing as 2 years ago. People were hyping him up. Nobody went for him. Then he goes and gets injured, goes Roma. Then they're hyping him up all summer. Vieira said he's the France's best midfielder. Patrick Vieira said that. I've been calling about Kone for a year, and yet nobody goes for him. It's very odd. Bob, it's very odd. But I do think that by the end of the summer window, we will get one of them. I prefer Kone, but I would take Kamara. But bring me Barcola and bring me whoever the other one is, even if it is Minte. Thank you, Michelle. It's at Preston. Fair enough. Still, it should be a good workout, though. What, you mean Everton's in Jai? You mean Everton's in Jai, do you mean? He's too old. 27. He's the best at France currently. There you go, my bro. Used to playing at a high level, high standard. Nah, Iliman Jai, look, he's a good player. But look, let's leave him at the toffees. I think he might even be 28, Michelle. I don't know where this guy's been. He's definitely 26, 27. He's been around the block. He's been around for ages. He only come on the scene last couple of years. But nah, he's not the level we want, mate. Let him stay at the toffees, mate. I don't really know what that means, my bro, Jaden, but, you know, feel free to explain something about AI doing cat in the hat. We don't want him, Michelle. We don't want him. Okay. You'll have to explain what it is, though, my bro. Njai isn't like 24, 20. No, he's like 26, 27. It's a weird one. Nobody even heard of this guy. I think he came... I think he was... I don't know where did you... Oh, he's 26. Fair enough. But he's 26. He's definitely going on 27 soon. You know, when you think about it, he's already He's like two... Kind of... You know, he's more than halfway through his career already. And we only ever saw him 2 years ago. I don't know where he came from originally, which is a strange one. Maybe it was one of those ones where he got brought over from another country. I don't know where they found him from. Yeah, it's a good age, but... Nah, I'm not trying to do business with them lot. No, thanks. Minter is better than Njai in terms of potential. I mean, look, he's got certain things that Njai doesn't have, but Njai has something I don't think Minter has. Njai's got composure and good finishing. Minter is just a speed demon that causes havoc. But at the end of the day, I don't mind that for Liverpool. And we already know that Iraola just wants speed demons. Have you missed my message on purpose, Ade? Oh, let's have a look, Steve. Nope, I haven't missed any messages, Steve. It depends what you write, Steve, because sometimes... What, you said that one there? I saw that. And then after that, Steve... Nope, nothing else, Steve. Steve, depending on what you write, it might get blocked out by the filter. So I tried to go... Because a lot of you guys say, you missed my message. You missed my message. And I go back and I haven't. It's just that sometimes it gets blocked. So, yeah, let me know, Steve. Put it up again or reword it and I'll put it on the screen. It is a good age, but, you know, it's the cat in the heart where people are going, Jade, I don't understand, mate. Alvarez might be joining my team. Louis, I think it's another Vinicius Jr. I don't think so. I think Arsenal are linking themselves with players they can't get. It's a bit of a weird one. Alvarez, yeah, I think they would want him. I think they would buy him. But I think Alvarez just wants to go Barcelona. And I think he will probably end up going Barcelona. The Atletico Madrid fans are booing him left, right and centre. It looks like he's in dispute with the club. But look, if he can't go at Barcelona, then he may end up at Arsenal. But apparently, Louis, here's the thing. There might be work permit issues for him coming back to the UK. Apparently something like that. And also... about his family might not be able to come over as well. His wife and child. So, he ain't going to do that. Bob, I'm thinking the same. Enjoy from French side, Marseille. Fair enough. Fair enough, Michelle. Maybe just a late bloomer. You idiot. Block says, I don't think we get Alvarez, but I don't think that's the best. What, you don't think that's the best you can do? Or you don't think that's bad news? Let me know what you meant, my bro. The Cat in the Hat UK failed and also calling 999 on him. Yeah, I'm lost, mate. I don't know why we got Isak. Could have got Barcola like a Ferran Torres for that money. I know, mate. I know. But look, let's hope. We're stuck with Isak now. We got to hope he comes good. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Maybe the Villa fans can let us know in the chat. Louis, apparently it's all done. Apparently the deal's all done, mate. Apparently. But we shall see. Right. Keep the chat going, people. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just need to get my headphones sorted. Back again. Bob says, I heard we were linked with Barcola for 75 mil last summer, even after he got 45. Yeah, I know, mad, right? Yeah, we should have done it last season. But we've been look, we need a shake-up, Bob. We need a shake-up at the top of the club. You know, Richard Hughes hasn't done a good job as a sporting director. Yeah, Liverpool need to shake it up. It's not being good enough, my bro. Oh, Block says, I don't think Alvarez is the best option. He doesn't want Arsenal. Well, this is it. He doesn't want Arsenal. He wants Barcelona. But I think he would leave Atletico and probably go to Arsenal. But it's like he's going there like the second choice. Do you know what I mean? And do you really want that? I don't know. I think he'd be perfect for Arsenal. I think it'd be game over. But why don't you think he'd be a good option, my bro? Please let me know. Yep, exactly. A cat in a hat meme. Okay. No worries, Finley. See you in a sec, my man. Finley, make sure you hit that like button, bro. Let's have a look. What game are you watching at the weekend, Ade? Says Michelle. So lovely, Michelle. Friday night, I'm doing Man City at home to Palace. Saturday morning, Liverpool versus Forest. And then the evening game, Michelle, which I think is... I can't remember. What is the evening game on Saturday? So 2 on Saturday. And that is going to be... Where is that? Let me get that. So Saturday... whatever the evening one is, the 5:30 one, Michelle. And then, oh yeah, it's Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle. And then I'm not sure about Sunday. Let's have a quick look. Oh, good games on Sunday. Chelsea, Brighton. So, Michelle, on the weekend, I'm not sure at the moment. Maybe I'll let Finley choose one. Chelsea, Brighton, Leeds, Brentford, good game. Sunderland, Fulham, or Man U, Ipswich. So, yeah, maybe do the double on Sunday as well. Maybe do Chelsea v Brighton and then Man U, Ipswich for the evening, for the afternoon one, Michelle. So, there you go. Did you get those? Spav is back and he says, Hayden Hackney named PFA Championship Player of the Year. That's a good one. Top player. I think he's a really good player. That's a great signing from Everton. Give them credit. Really, really good signing. I would be, Bob. You're damn right. Cheers, my bro. See you in a bit, Finley. Did he really? No way, Steve. Did he really? Wow. They absolutely robbed them. How did Chelsea do it? Are you serious? Is that real? No way. Chelsea are on a scam. That is wild. I've gone for 2-1 Forest, Michelle. And Michelle, did you hear my games at the weekend? So Friday, Man City Palace. Saturday, Liverpool Forest. Then Tottenham. Oh, bloody, I've forgotten already. But anyway, hopefully you heard Michelle. Yeah, let's see if they do. That can't be. They wouldn't spend that much on him. They only bought him for 30 and he's been a failure. How could he go up by 20 million in the space of a year? He's been injured, he's failed, he's looked worse, and he's gone up by 20 million. That makes no sense. Aiden is back in the building. How you doing, Aids? Wow. That is crazy. Look at the Carabao Cup games. Honestly, Forest are mugs if they've done that. That's got to be. That's got to be. That's got to be. They're just doing that to help them financially. There's no way they would spend that much on Liam Delap. It's just not worth it. Why would they do that? There you go. There's the games. Who was it asked me? Aiden or Thomas, was it? Here you go, Thomas. There they are up on the screen. Jaden, enjoy that, my friend. Jaden, have you hit the like button? Please let me know. As the two teams come out on the pitch. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Wow, they can have it. What an awful deal. That's an awful deal. I don't rate him at all. At all. What do we think of that deal? Awful. Awful deal. Probably could have got him for 20 million if they'd have offered. Crazy. Had to be AI, bro. This is what I don't get at it. Delap absolutely rose 50 million, but my winger Martinelli, same price, Premier League champion. That's ridiculous. What is the thing? And that's the Saudi, right? And that's Saudi. So think of the inflation. Look, Blocks, this is the thing. In this country, look, without going into it too deep, some clubs are just downright crooked. They're overinflating their sales to help the other team on with their SCR, squad cost ratio. So there's no way anyone pays Delap. And it's always the same 4 or 5 clubs that are overpaying or selling for overpaid prices. And these clubs are Newcastle, Forest, Chelsea, Villa, and Chelsea. It's those 5 clubs. They're always overselling to each other, or they are, or they're selling. They're just doing. There's shady stuff going on with them 5 teams. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Yep, there's been some goals there on the screen, Thomas. Blocks, yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying, my bro. It's all about what I've just said there. These teams are with some shenanigans, helping each other out. Do you know what I mean? There's no way where Arsenal was about to pay 90 to 95 million for Morgan Rogers that Chelsea give Villa an extra 27 million. And then loan Garnacho with the obligation to buy him for 60 million. Garnacho, 60. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's not illegal, but it's definitely dodgy. What are you laughing at, Michelle? Is that you wearing them shirts, Michelle? Is that why you're laughing? Got the giggles? Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true, Steve. And that's why it cannot be. But look, none of us can believe that Delap is worth 50 million and that his current market value is 50 million. They bought him last year for 30 million. And he's been a disaster at Chelsea. Now, fair enough, if it stayed the same or they got their money back, or maybe went up by 5 million, fair enough. English tax. But there's no way that he is worth 20 million more than what they paid for him. No chance. No. Any good, Michelle? Nah, they can't afford to. That's the thing. Nah. It's definitely down to the shenanigans, I'm telling you. Right. The game is kicked off. Let me get the timer started. And we get into the game. Right, the game is kicked off. I'll get to that in a second. Block says, you said it, Ali, always the same set of clubs. Something needs investigating. But that's the thing. There's nothing that nobody could do with it because it's not illegal. It's like Steve says, they're worth what you're willing to pay. But you know what I mean? It's like blocks. I know your house is worth $500,000, but I offered to give you $750,000 for it. Why? Because I know you're going to give me 400,000 for my house, which is only worth 200,000. Do you know what I mean? It's just the same ratio, but it looks good on the balance books. It's so fishy. So fishy. Exactly. Look, a lot of these clubs are scammers. Right, ball into the box. Early chance for Forest. Leon Delap going to score a hat-trick against Liverpool. Michelle, against Liverpool. Let's see. Look, even I'm not that worried about Liam Delap. Yes, I am. Yeah, after the game tomorrow, the Tottenham Charlton game, I'm going to stay online. And then anyone that joins me for the stream, I'll stay online for the draw tomorrow. So we can watch the draw together. Arthur says, should we make Ade wear a Man United shirt? You know what to do, Arthur. It's all about them super chats, my bro. But no pressure. The channel will grow these things in time. But I'm just learning how it all works behind the scenes. But yes, if anybody wants to make me wear a Man United shirt, you got to send in a super chat. Right. The footballer that's kicked up, and Michelle only with Mamardashvili in goal. Yeah. True. Exactly. Joke business. Nice one, Thomas. Enjoy. Louis, repost it, mate. Rio from Not says, come on, you Reds. Rio, welcome to the channel, my friend. Obviously, you're a Forest fan. Look, you can see I'm a Liverpool fan, but everybody's welcome on the channel, my bro. We're doing a watch-along of the Forest game. We're just settling into it, catching up. Rio, how long have you been supporting Forest? And what's your prediction for the game, Rio? Welcome to the chat. Say hello to people. We've got fans of all clubs. We've got Leeds in the chat, Everton in the chat, Liverpool, Arsenal. We've got all supporters in the chat, Rio. Make yourself at home, my bro. Nice to meet you. 5 years. No worries. West Ham 1-0 down. Wow, they are really struggling. Mamardashvili being the future and all that is BS. It is definitely looking like that at the moment, Bob. Nice one. Are you from Notts yourself? I do go to Nottingham quite a fair bit as part of my my routine. So yes, I know the city quite well. Nottingham. Lovely city. That's if you are from there, that is. Aiden says up the Villa. Right, let me get the lineups back on the screen. So a lot of changes. I think Forest have gone much stronger than Leeds today. But there's a lot of debut games today, debut for players today. You've got Javier Schläger playing his first game for Forest today, or start. You've got Ousmane Diomande, the centre-back, starting for Forest. So they've gone very strong. Elvede starting his first game for Leeds. So is Muharemovic as well. JDM in the building. How you doing, JDM? Hit that like button, please, JDM. We need you, bro. Sangara clears Trey Naoni, lads. He does, actually. Rio from Notts, are you there? Are you watching the game or are you just watching the watch-along? Let me know. I'm keeping everyone updated once there's some serious action. And we obviously concentrate on the chat as well. Oh, that's a lovely turn there. Well, he should do, shouldn't he? JDM, you nutter. Yeah, Liam Delap, it's official. 50 million. Crazy stuff. Rio, what do you think of Liam Delap for 50 million for your team? That's a good question. Rio, you're a Nottingham Forest fan. What do you think? Liam Delap, 50 million. Rio, newcomer to the chat. Let us know, my bro. Right, ball into the box now. Ola Aino, header. Trafford runs out, gets clattered to the floor. Rio, are you there? Forest fan, let us know. JDM, how you doing today, my bro? Yeah, that would be a good signing, to be fair. A lot of teams could do with Mateta, to be honest. Not sure if Rio's there, Aiden. Barcola to Liverpool looks likely. I'm annoyed because they will play better. This is it, mate. Dan James with a foul there. I'm good, not in the mood to troll. Top man JDM. Wayne is back. How you doing? Watched Chelsea last night. They look good. Fair enough, Wayne. I heard they look good. I missed a great game, sadly. But I can't live stream everything. But Wayne, how you doing, my bro? Hopefully you're doing good today, my bro. Still no nearer to Barcola, Wayne. Still no nearer, but apparently it's all done and dusted, being held up due to tax implications. Let's see, though. Wayne, let the chat know how you doing, my bro. And please do hit that like button, brother. Michelle, not with that keeper, they're not. They need a better keeper. If they had a better keeper, you put Raya in Chelsea's goal, they'd have a hell of a chance. Liverpool look bad versus Newcastle. Yeah, first game of the season. Let's see what happens next game versus Forest. And we've got Liam Delap coming to Forest as well. Liam Delap coming to Anfield as well. All right, let's see. Yo, Bob, we will get him. Rio says, can't believe that Trafford went Leeds. Rio, did you want him? Let us know. And Rio, Rory Delap, what are you saying? The rest of the chat want to know your opinion, Rio from Notts. What is your opinion on 50 million Liam Delap? Rio, let us know, my bro. Is it celebration, champagne, or is it commiserations? Let me know. Bob says yo to his boy JDM. Finley's back. How you doing, Finn? Have you hit that like button, Finley? I thought he was all right, Bob. He looked well. He didn't put a foot wrong. Looked strong. Good in the air. Yeah, he looked good. I was happy with him. What say you, Bob? Elvede now, the new Leeds player. Steve, are you watching the game? Or are you just following a watch-along at work? Wayne, are you confident we'll get a few more players in, my bro? Let me know, Wayne. Jacques Starwell began to fade as the game went on. True. Cheers, Fiddly. Wayne says Liverpool just needs some luck. Let's hope so, my brother. Well, we've got to get some players in, my bro. Wayne, I'll just be glad. Wayne, Bob, Liverpool fans in the chat, I'll just be glad once the window's done. Then there's no more talking. We just get on with the football. All of this talk, it's getting on my nerves. Really? He's definitely not slow. Hello, Cam. Welcome to the chat, my bro. We've been way too slow in the transfer. Yeah, definitely. Right, Ola Aina now on the right wing. He's driving into the box, puts a cross. Oh, he goes for a shot. Great save from Trafford. And he smiles at Ola Aina, who nearly caught him out. Ola Aina has a big laugh and a smile on his face. He nearly caught out Trafford. Trafford with a big save. What a great save that was from Trafford. Reflexes. Ola Aina looks like he's going to whip it across, but goes for the shot. Nearly catches out Trafford. I wonder if it was a cross or a shot, but it's a good save from Trafford. Right, corner coming in. Thanks. Schlager with the corner. Yeah, Rio from Notts. Let us know what you think about the 50 million Liam Delap deal. Rio, over to you, sir. Let me know. And Rio, if you like the vibe around here, then please do like the stream and subscribe, bro. It'd be lovely to have you on board. Exactly, Araujo is fast. Thomas says Brentford are 1-0 up against Birmingham City. Callum Wilson with a goal. Yeah, that's definitely needed, Aiden. Definitely needed. Block says, Ade, Arsenal won't be signing anyone else. I'm hopeful we do get a left-wing striker. But no, in my club, we ain't signing I hear that, my bro. Now, look, Blocks. I think they do need... If they're getting rid of Martinelli, they are going to need someone. But let's see. Let's see. I think at this point, where Arsenal are at, my bro, they just need real quality. They don't need any more up-and-comers. They need real quality. So if you get an Alvarez or... I just think they should have got Barcola. Honestly, I don't know why they wasted the time. Get Barcola, job done. But thank goodness you haven't. Thank goodness you haven't. JDM says, yes, Callum Wilson. Cameron said he's great. Michelle says she likes that. Jack is so mid. People in France think it's Saliba regen. Let's see. Rio says, yeah, you happy with it? Okay, my bro. Glad you're happy. Surely. Oh, Igor Jesus has a header. Doesn't get enough power on it. And Forest are all over Leeds at the moment. Haaland lost all his locks. Exactly. Thank you, Rio. Appreciate it, my bro. Lovely to have you on board. Feel free to, say whatever you want in the chat on my channel. We try to read out every message that we can. Yeah, let's see what happens. That's going to be a great game on Monday. I think that's going to be a better game than people think. Arsenal's not going to turn up there and destroy them. They need to put in a performance. Aston Villa. They have to. Cheers, Aiden, with that. What's wrong, Louis? Ball into the box, surely. Oh, Leeds had a great opportunity there. And you should watch the Chelsea game on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I might just do that, my bro. I might just do that. I know. He just doesn't have that tech. He does look a bit out of place. I know what you mean. But it's a good player. It's a good player. And I suppose, Bob, he's a different kind of option. He's a big battering ram type. And he's a talented player, but obviously he doesn't match up with the rest of them. Right. Calamundo. Ozzy Ann says, come on Leeds tomorrow. Come on Leeds. Tomorrow Spurs win 3-1. Roberto De Zerbi gave the Spurs players showdown talk to shake them up. Watch tomorrow. We'll be bopping the ball around and we will get into the round 3 of the Energy Drink Cup. I hear that, Ozzy Ange. You've got to have that. Good run there. Right, Leeds now. On the attack. Yeah, I hear that, Ozzy Ange. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Rio Nubo, what's that? River Cloud, what do you mean? 16? We're talking about you're talking about Rio Ingamoa. 16, we're 17 now, but yes. We have our Rio at Liverpool, yep. Rio knows what he's talking about. Yep, young Rio. Martinelli leaving, that's got me heartbroken. He's been with us 7 years throughout the pain and losses. But he leaves a Premier League champion, Louis. And at the end of the day, I think Arsenal have outgrown Martinelli, to be honest, Louis. You got to move forward sometimes. Manzambi is coming back from injury. Yep, you meant young Rio, yep. Matete is good, but Ekitike, Thuram, Mbappe, Dembele clear. Yeah, they do. Ekitike is injured, sadly. I thought you weren't going to troll. Wayne says, can't wait for Liverpool to play the big guns like City, United, Arsenal and Chelsea. That's it, my man. Big games. Thomas says, if you do a live stream of the Chelsea game on Thursday, I will join it, Ade. Fair enough, thank you. I'll probably see you then, Thomas. Not at the moment. No worries, Finley. Lovely to have you, my man. I'll see you soon, Finley. And if not, well, I'm sure we will, but if not, we'll see you for your before your birthday. Tanaka, ball over the box. Sells, watches it go clear. Finley, I'll choose a day where you can choose a game. Finley, maybe Sunday you can choose the game, Finley. Finley, do you want to choose the game before you go? Finley, are you there? Finley, you there? Yes. All right, Finley. Quickly before you go. Yep. Have a look there. Those are the games on Sunday. Choose a game, Finley. All right, let Finley choose a game there. Right, Leeds on the ball now, on the wing. Okafor. Decent run there, but given away. Schlager. Looks quite big, this guy, Schlager. Good feet. As the ball goes back to Sells. What are you saying, Finley? Can you see the games? Finley, you there? Finley, it's taking forever, mate. Finley, you're going to choose a game on Sunday, mate. Right. Finley, where are you? All right, I need to change the scene back, Finley. Take it too long. Right. I'll put the messages back up on the screen. Barcode Liverpool fan, apparently, according to his coach. Is Leon coach? Yeah, I heard that, Bob. Jacquet is better than Nathan Collins. Not at the moment. JDM, I really like Nathan Collins. I think he's brilliant. Well, they've got to get it done, Aiden. They've got to get it done first. Who knows? Who knows? Where's my chat gone? Is the chat still working? It's disappeared off my screen. Leeds versus Brentford, please. 2 p.m. All right, fair enough, Finley. Fair enough. Right, why is my chat not working? Oh, one sec. Right, give me a sec, people. Lost my... Oh, there it is. Where's it? Why did that stop working? Right, 1 second. Sorry about that. I lost my chat for some reason. Right. Sorry about that, Finley. Give me a sec. I'm saying Leeds 2 and Nottingham Forest 1. Fair enough. Michelle says, do the Man United game. It'd be funny if they get beat by Ipswich. Block says, off back to work. Had a good stream. Thanks, Block. See you soon, my bro. Hit that like button if you haven't, my G. Leeds versus Brentford, please, Finley. Okay, so Finley, I did owe you. I will do Leeds v Brentford, and I will also do Man United and Ipswich for Michelle. So, yep, there you go, Finley. There you go. Jacquet is worse than Sangare. At 2, yes, Finley, yep, definitely, mate. I'll do that one. You doing Hergovic and Toma Watchalong? Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. When is the fight? When is the fight? Let me know. It's working, bruv. Yeah, it wasn't working on my end, sadly. Espresso, good to see you back, my bro. Right, Leeds bursting into the box now. Longstaff with a save. Oof. Longstaff with a shot. He should have scored. Sells with the save. Espresso, how you doing, my bro? Espresso, hit that like button, my brother. Jacquet is better than old Van Dijk. Damn. See you later, Finley. Take care. Who thinks it's so tough trying to discredit my boy Atoma? 30th birthday today. Can I have a happy birthday? We can. Let's get a birthday in the chat. 2, Aaron, Grimsby Town fan, hitting his 30th birthday. Big up to you, my bro. There's the hearts flying in the chat. Let's big up Aaron in the chat, people. Happy birthday to you, Aaron. Aaron, for all them hearts, make sure you've hit that like button, my bro. Happy birthday, mate. Hey, Trevor's back. Trevor from Belfast, Northern Ireland. How you doing, Trevor? Hi, in chat. Out walking the dog. Nice one, my bro. Listening on a bit of the old YouTube, Trevor. Hopefully you're good, sir. Trevor, let us know how your walk's going. It's getting a bit dark these days, Trevor. Look after yourself. Watch those potholes or whatever you're walking, my bro. And Trevor, smash that like button, please, my bro. Rio says, you Reds. Good luck today, Rio. Good luck to the Leeds fans as well and the Forest fans. May the best team win. There you go. There you go, Trevor. Michelle's wants to know what pooch you've got. Hergovic acting weird, saying he would catch a Toma and all that, and saying he's an animal and a Toma will be wrecked if he wins the belt young. Yeah, well, let's see. I think a Toma, he looks like he's got his head firmly screwed on. Yep, happy birthday to Aaron. Aiden says Forest 0, Leeds 2. See you later, Finley. Take care, mate. Saturday fight night. Okay, cool. Do you know what? I can do that. I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday night. Yeah, we can do that. Watch along. Obviously, it depends. It depends what time it's going to be, though. If it's going to be one of them silly ones where it's like midnight, then maybe not. But, if it's like a 10 p.m., then why not? Let's do it. A red working Cocker Spaniel. Fair enough. No rats around your area, mate. Your dog's on them. Yeah, why not, Bob? Sounds like a good one. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. No worries, Aaron. Happy birthday, mate. Wicked, my bro. I don't think that's happening, mate. I think Joshua's going to retire. Seriously, I think he's going to retire. Yeah, why not, man? I love boxing. Why not? Yeah, but it's just a bit meaty at the moment, the heavyweight division. Let's hope Atoma can bring a bright new generation. And we need some American heavyweights to come up as well. Yes, Rio, well, I hope so, my friend. Obviously, you don't hope so, but I hope so. Maybe Liam Delap will start for you, Rio. And Rio, please hit that like button, my bro. For a HW, what's that? Home win. Ah, yes. Yeah, cheers for that, Bob. Yeah, I did think so. I just didn't know where the fight was. I didn't know if it's in Saudi or something like that. But yeah, if it's UK, it'd be 10 p.m. But you know what it is. They always long it out, the walkouts. It's meant to be 10 p.m. and it flipping kicks off at 11. But yeah, I hear you, Bob, bro. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Van Dyke chins AJ. Thank you, Rio. I appreciate it, my bro. And welcome to the channel. Top man. Yeah, oh, for sure. I think well, we already discussed that. That's a bad night for Wardley. That's a bad night. Oh, heavyweight. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking like a kid, like homework, like HW. I think Rafael won't go to Newcastle or Tottenham because he wants Champions League. He may go to Villa. You're hoping, manifesting. Wow. Who is he? Zolani Tete. Never even heard of him. Michelle's all over the news. Only get up at like 3 a.m. for generational fights like Canelo, Crawford. Yeah, exactly. Right, free kick now. Nottingham Forest. Schläger's been involved in most things. Good for Villa. It's about 45 yards out. Schläger is going to loop it into the box. No, it isn't. It's dropped back. Schläger left it. It's now Ola Aina outside of the box now. Not the greatest game so far. A bit like the league game, not the greatest. Rio from Notts, did you watch your league game versus Leeds at the weekend in the Premier League? What did you think of it? Let me know. Natasha, are you there? I've got an idea. Ah, fair enough, Rio. You didn't miss much. It wasn't a good game, and obviously... Oh, that should have been Leeds 1-0. Ball, a beautiful ball across the box. Forest defenders are absolutely nowhere. Diving header from Longstaff, and he missed it. Should have scored. Should have scored. Abdul is back. Says, Abdul, hi Adi and chat, how are you? Like and subscribe. Didn't Forest play Leeds on the weekend? You never walk alone. Yes, Abdul, they did, but this is the Carabao Cup. So yeah, it's basically the repeat, Abdul. How are you doing, my friend? Please let the chat know. JDM says, Ilya Tafur is going through it right now. I don't think he's going to beef with Crawford anytime soon. I didn't watch it. I was in Skegness. No worries, Rio. You didn't miss much, mate. Abdul says, when are you doing a Street Fighter live stream again? I'm not sure, Abdul. Maybe daytime Thursday. I'm not sure. Are you going to join, my friend? Let me know. Abdul, do you like a bit of Street Fighter? Please let me know, my bro. And let me know how you're doing today, sir. And Abdul, of course, I'd appreciate if you could hit that like button for your bro. Please let me know. Oh, yeah. Oh, you was there, my bro. Thank you, my bro. Appreciate it. It all helps the channel. Rio says, bye, it's been fun. Nice one, Rio. Hope to see you again, my bro. Raymond says, hi there, the veteran arcade soldier. Nico Gonzalez, done deal. And officially announced. Is that done as well? Wow. Man City, are they even going to have enough players? Wow. Right, big break here for Forest. Chris Wood now. Oh, nutmeg by Chris Wood. Oh, what a tackle that is. By Joe Roden. Wow. That was a certain goal. Raymond, how you doing, my friend? Nico Gonzalez, is that a done deal? Wow. Take care, Rio. Yep. Ichku, welcome to the stream. Says, hi, Ade. Birmingham 1, Brentford 1. Good comeback there. Are you hoping Brentford pump them, Ichku? Let me know, my bro. And how's the lovely Paula today, Ichku? Let me know. And Ichku, have you hit that like button? Abdul, have you hit the like button? Let me know. Raymond, have you hit that like button? Let me know, guys. Mateus Fernandez Pardo should sign for 60 million. Let's see, Ray. Yeah, exactly. He thinks he's too good. Everyone's got their limitations, Bob. Yeah. Oh, because look, so Celtic have made it 4-0 on aggregate. That looks done and dusted, clearly. Wow, what a game-saving challenge from Joe Rodon. Dan James, saved by Sells. Abdul says, I always hit the like button. This weekend's fixtures are Moses vs Hergovic, LFC versus Forest, the Leeds West Indies Carnival, and Leeds versus Brentford. Well, Abdul, on that note, thank you, my brother, for the support as always. Listen, hopefully you enjoy the Carnival, my bro. Leeds versus Brentford, I'm doing a watch-along of that on the weekend. Of course, I'm doing Liverpool Forest, my bro. And of course, not even of course, Bob, who is obviously a fellow Red like us, he said, why don't we do a boxing watch-along? So I said, why not? Let's do the boxing watch-along Saturday night. So Abdul, feel free to join us for the boxing watch-along. Let's do it as we watch, hopefully, Moses Diomande ascend to the heavyweight throne. Hopefully he can do it. So nice one, Abdul. HQ says, yes, I have. Yes, she is. And yes, I want Brentford to win. I hear that, my bro. HQ, hopefully you've had a great day, my brother. Tapur and Crawford beef was so funny. Tapur was getting rage baited so hard by him. I know. Buzz, he's too cool for that. No, do the Chelsea versus Brighton game and also do the Man U game, please. Ade on Sunday. Thomas, sadly, if you remember, we did the spin the wheel and Finley won the competition. I did want to do Chelsea Brighton actually, but I said Finley could choose and he chose because he won. Thomas, I think what we should do every week, we do a spin the wheel and whoever wins it can choose a game. Maybe make it part of the channel every week. What does the channel think of that? I'll put it to a poll. Cheers for that, Aiden. Nice one, Raymond. Fernandez Pardo, 60 mil. Let's see. Right, I'm going to start a poll before I get back to the game. 1 second. Right. There you go. There's a poll in the chat, guys. There's a poll in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. There's a poll in the chat. Let me know. Right. I'll come back to your messages in a moment. Give me a sec. Right, back to the chat. Right, back to the chat. Bob says Tapur is weird, said he idolized him, then starts going off on him on Twitter after he lost. Yeah, mad one. But I don't really watch what individuals say. Rio is back. Okay, Finley, yep, so you heard? Should watch Wardley Dubois. Guaranteed car crash. Yeah, mate, for real. What else is on the card for Itoma, bro? Hey, Big John, how you doing, my bro? Big John loves following the old hammers. You must have a soft spot for them, Big John. How's your arm doing, sir? Let me know, my bro, and let the chat know how you're getting on. Big John, use that big hand to smash that big like button. Big John. What game are we doing? Today is Notts Forest versus Leeds. To spin the wheel. Good idea, says Michelle. Yep. Well, okay, let me plan next week, see which days I am doing, and then I'll choose a day, and then we'll go from there. So let me work on it, and I'll have to let Natasha know, because she wanted to do a spin the wheel, so I'll have to let her know. Spin the wheel, says HQ. No, just do the big game. Well, I mean, on the Sunday, I'm doing the Man United game anyway, so I gave the option to, to Finley to choose the other one, Arthur. I did want to do Chelsea-Brighton, to be fair. But look, if we're in the chat anyway and we're following the game, we're going to have a build-up and we're going to see what's happening in the other game anyway. Big John, how you feeling? Because someone could choose Aston Villa Sunderland over Man City Arsenal. Yeah, but I would be doing Man City Arsenal guaranteed anyway. So, do you know what I mean? HQ's feeling happy. So I see what you're saying, Arthur. But yeah, I wouldn't be like clashing over that anyway, if you know what I mean. And usually there'll be different times, you know what I mean? So if I'm doing a 4:30 game, then there's a 2 p.m. game free, if that makes sense. But good point, Arthur. HQ's loving it. Yeah, Brentford too. There you go. Up the Villa, the boys. Michelle doing okay. How's you? Rio's back. Yeah, still not the greatest game, Rio, from Notts. I think Nottingham Forest have played better, Rio, but Leeds have had better chances. Right, here we go. Chris Wood, no pace. No, going nowhere. I've got photos of the 92 reunion if you would like copies, buddy. I don't know, a bunch of randoms. Oh, fair enough. So nothing amazing. That's a good point. Saturday. Yeah, if it goes straight onto it, you stay online. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's the thing, Louis. Like, what these teams say, they say because they have bravado, and then ultimately, when that window comes to closing and they don't want to be stuck with an unhappy player, then the deal usually gets done. So let's see what happens. Because look, Louis, let's be realistic. Obviously, you're young, but I'm telling you now, 6 years ago, Atletico just said the same thing about selling Antoine Griezmann to Barcelona. And what happened? He still went to Barcelona. I reckon he'll still go to Barcelona. Ola Aina now. With a volley over the bar. Nah, he's an Arsenal fan, Ichiku. I wonder where you was going with the 92 thing there, Ichiku. So what are they then, my bro? What are they? Programs? Oh, photos of the... Photos. Maybe we can give them away on the channel to a Man United fan at HQ. Norwich 2, Cardiff 0. Big John's all over it. Right, poll in the chat. There's a poll in the chat. Right, Ethan Ampadu now with a long throw. I'll leave the poll open till the beginning of the second half. Let everyone vote. Right, long throw into the box. Sells, drops the ball. But it's fouled at the same time. Hey, man, like Arsh, back in the building. How you doing, Arsh? Good to see you, my bro. He's coming with the W. How you doing, Arsh? Let the chat know. Good to see you again, my brother. Arsh, hit that like button for your brother. Yeah, you guys need it. Honestly, I think Villa need this window closed more than any other team. They just need to get on with the football. There's too much going on at Villa Park. It's crazy. (3-1) Brentford, the end of a wonderful day. Yeah, he's a good lad, he is. Yeah, that's cool, HQ. That's really nice. That's good stuff. Arsh, how you doing, my bro? Let the chat know, Arsh. Right, Nico Williams and Schläger over the ball. Nico Williams, ball into the box, flicked on, dropped down, and knocked over. Milenkovic, the man you don't want on the edge of the box with a volley. As a big centre-back, blazes it over. So Rio, poor finishing today from Forest. Is it all official now, Aiden? I'm not sure about that signing personally myself. I'm not sure about Goretzka in the Prem. Fair enough. Good luck to him. Let's see what he can do. I think if he was going to come to the Prem, it should have been a few years ago. I'm always a bit wary of these players that have had 13-year careers and then they come to the Prem. 31, 32. It's a lot. He's had a lot of mileage on the clock. But let's see what he does. Yeah, he's a great player. Was a great player. But football's a young man's game overall. But let's see what he does. Yeah, good point. Good point, JDM. It's not a million miles away. HQ says Bristol Rovers 2, Chelsea under 21s 2. Trevor said, I think he may be, Bob, heavy-handed and good tactically. Talking about Itoma, yeah? Let's hope so. Let's hope so anyway. Trev, good to see you back, my bro. Are you back in from your walk? Peterborough 2, Watford 0. Bob, Big John with all of the up-to-date scores. Champions League draw on Thursday. It is. It is indeed. Oh, Lask got one back. Tanaka now on the ball. Honestly, Leeds and Nottingham Forest games are not it. That's 3 halves now, not the greatest. Trevor's back in, good man, safe and sound. Goretzka's fallen off, sad to say. Well, you know what? He hasn't really featured much for Bayern Munich properly in the first team for the last 2 seasons. So maybe he's fully rested. Maybe just needs a change. It's been at Bayern Munich for a long, long time. Let's see if he can, rejuvenate his career. Cool. Oh, sorry about that. I had a message I needed to check. Right, Tanaka on the ball again. Yeah, so this game, it's mostly been Nottingham Forest controlling, but Leeds have had the better chances, put it that way. Louis says Champions League draw on Thursday. Yep. It's going to be interesting. If it's a morning show, a morning Champions League draw, maybe I'll go live for the draw, maybe. If people are around, let's see. Yeah, it sounds like a little bit different. Go for the Champions League draw. He did used to be a top player. I did want him at Liverpool at one point. Right, that's half-time there. Let's pause that. Not the greatest game there. Sadly, Rio from Notts. This looks like it's got a penalties written all over it, honestly, this game. Forest 0, Leeds 0. Hopefully he is. Hopefully he becomes 50% of the player Busquets was. I don't mind. Bring it on. Well, there's going to be separation because we are going to be in pot 1, so it's all good. Some monks do need a fresh start. You know that, bro. Me too, bro. We all need a fresh start. Even you young'uns in the chat. We were linked with Kimmich a lot. Yeah, we were. But it's always them wages, you know. Always them wages, you know. And even look at the wages like Goretzka's getting at Villa. He's getting crazy wages. But he's a free transfer. It's brings that experience. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Nothing wrong with the old guy. That's it, my bro. We got to keep it swinging, bro. 12.5 million. Is that all? Wow. That's a decent signing. 12.5 mil. Bloody hell. We're probably paying that in a loan fee for Araujo. Wow. Yeah, the owners are cheap, mate. Yeah, he's a top player. He definitely was a top player. Let's see what happens, Louis. Let's see what happens. I think he'll end up at Barcelona, personally. I still think that will happen. You know what? Exactly. It'd be younger, a year younger, and it'd be fitter. But no one's going to give us any money for him anymore, Bob. We should have sold him last year. Why do I think that will happen? Because he's already at a big club anyway. Obviously, Arsenal's a much bigger club than Atletico. But he's Spanish-speaking, Argentinian. He's happy over there. He's got his wife, he's got his kid. He lives in Madrid, but he wants to go to Barcelona. Everyone knows that. And when you're at Atletico Madrid, if you're in Spain, the only two teams you want to go to is Barca or Real Madrid. He's got his heart set on Barcelona. Barcelona want him. Barcelona, haven't really bought any big players. They're saving their money. They're going to go and get him towards the end of the window. Watch. Last couple of days of the window or the last day, they will get Alvarez because the fans don't want him back. The fans don't want him at the club, and the owners are going to want to try and save face and say, we won't sell to you. We won't sell to you. Watch how they sell him to Barcelona, I'm telling you. We'll see, though, Louis. We'll see. And even so, I don't think he'll go to Arsenal anyway, because I just don't think he wants to come to England. He's already left England. Yeah, but that's the thing. Look, But Alvarez is better than any of their forwards. He would score more goals than any of their forwards, and they already can win the league without a top striker. So once they get him, it's game over, in my opinion. Yeah, but Aiden, you've got to be confident. You've got Champions League football, so surely that should be enough to get him, no? But it's all about who's going to pay him their wages, I suppose. Alvarez said he was open to Liverpool move only, but we never went for him. Well, no, we did, Bob. We tried to get him, but we wanted to do a part exchange for Luis Diaz. But Man City said no, they didn't want to sell. So they wanted Diaz, and we were okay with it. But we said we want Alvarez, and they said no. So, yeah. I would have done that at the time. Then we wouldn't have spent 125 on Isak, could have spent it elsewhere. Rafael wages, that's what he's on at the moment? Yeah, so anywhere in England, he's going to get an upgrade, right? No worries, Bob. See you in a bit, my bro. Yeah, this is it. I agree with you, HQ. And also Unai Emery as well. That's a big pull because, Matthias Jaisler at Newcastle is unknown. So Villa, prestigious club, Champions League last few years, Newcastle struggling. He'd go there. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Exactly. Yep. Oh, look, they got the funds, yeah, because they've cleared a lot of the debt. They've bought frugally. Look, they got Adeyemi in. Obviously, they bought Anthony Gordon, but off Newcastle. Obviously, they would have done a nice little deal with them. They haven't really spent much money when you think about it. They haven't spent much money, and they made a lot of money last season. So now they're getting back to normal Barcelona money levels. They're just not going to make that stupid mistake. Barcelona are quite similar to what Man United have done in the last 10 years. They're overspent, massive contracts, crazy contracts, but now them days are coming to an end. And that's why they didn't take on Rashford. Better to buy a younger English player, put him on lower wages, than spend cheap money and put in Rashford on bigger wages, because it's all about wages now in football. The lower your wages are, the better it is for the club. Clubs would rather buy players for 50, 60, 70 million and put them on peanuts in comparison than spending 15 million on a cheap player and putting them on 400 grand a week. It actually makes more business sense to do the bigger transfer because you can amortize it over 5-6 years. But the wages is what matters. Yeah, no worries, Bob. Go for it, my bro. It will be appreciated. A little bit of support in the chat. It will be amazing. I'll be real with you guys. At the moment, I'm trying to go through a different phase in my life. I'm actually trying to see if one day I'll be able to do this full time. That's the mini dream at the moment. I don't know how viable it is, but that's the plan. So as part of the channel growing, then things like super chats and all that sort of stuff are part of the YouTube world. So whatever. If you build a community and people want to help donate and all that sort of stuff, then it would be amazing. But that is my plan. Hopefully I can go full-time on the old YouTube one day. So let's see. Louis said it was sad when Ronaldo missed his last shot for Real Madrid against Liverpool because of that stupid Liverpool fan. I don't remember, but I'm glad he missed. Bob says, I hope it comes true, man. The money is definitely there. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, the thing is, it's not even about that. It's all about doing something you want to do. It's like, Bob, I've lived a certain amount of years on this earth. I've worked hard my whole life. I've done jobs where I've kind of obviously always worked for corporations or companies. And, you know, and I've put in a lot of time. I've sacrificed a lot in my life for family and children and all that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to think about myself now as I go into, well, maybe the last 30 years of my life, maybe. We'll see how long I've got. But yeah, I'd love to be able to do something like this for myself because I really enjoy it. But thanks, Bob. Appreciate that, my bro. Mr. Demon says, next season we'll have the Bezos dollar. Hopefully we will, my bro. I'll have a word with old Jeff, Mr. Demon. See if he's going to sponsor the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? I hear that, bro. Bob said, you've got to enjoy this life. This is a job to enjoy. I hope people help out. Yeah, no worries, man. Let's see what happens in the future. The thing is, ultimately, you do have to enjoy your life and do what you want to do because I've, what's it called? Yeah, I've definitely sacrificed a lot and I've done some things in my life that I didn't really enjoy. But you do what you got to do. And you never know. Life is short. You know, you never know how long you got. You know, there's people that are just, you know, lose their life any second. Do you know what I mean? Young people, older people, middle of their lives people. None of us know. We can't take this life for granted. Do you know what I mean? So it was weird. I thought about it the other day. I thought, and I never think morbidly, but I thought, what if something happened to me and all of a sudden I just disappeared? People would log in and go, where did he go? Where did Vaz go? You just don't know, right? You just don't know. But cheers for saying that, Bob. Finley's back. How you doing, Finley? Oh, wow. Is he? I haven't even checked up on him, actually. Fair enough, Espresso. I know Espresso's all over the stats. Got a pretty penny riding on it, Espresso. I know you, bro. You never know, bro. You never know. You never know, my bro. Yeah. I probably will speak to him one day, I reckon. I reckon one day I'll speak to him. Ichiku says, don't say that, Ade. If you've got 30 years, I've got... Oh, mate. Well, look. Here's the thing. Let's hope we've got as long as we want, my bro. Let's hope we've got as long as we want. But yeah, sorry about that, Ichiku. Do you know what I mean? I never think about it. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. Never really thought about death. But yeah, it's just, yeah, weird. Weird what pops in our minds, right? What up? When is next? What? Sort your English out, Finley, lad. I just can't wait for tomorrow for Aston Villa for the transfer. Jackson, Liao, Tomori, and Joel Ordinas. Jeez, you hope. Ichiku the GOAT, says Bob. Be on bikes. What was next? What? Finley, what? Sort it out. What are you on about? Right, just gonna quickly go to the toilet, and I'll be back with you back for the second half, and any of your messages. So we'll be back in a moment. In the meantime, if you haven't, please hit that like button. Right, back in a moment. Right, back again for the second half. Ugh. Oh, wrong scene. There it is. Right. Let's get the timer back on. Start. Bang. Get rid of the half time. Right, headphones. Second half. Looks like the same lineups. All right, back to the messages. I swear youngsters speak a different language. Oh, mate, I know. They need to sort it out. They need to sort it out, Mr. Demon, you're right. HQ's, I just asked my son what GOAT was. Mate, HQ's the GOAT. That's the thing. HQ, you got the wisdom. I know that, look, the way you speak as well, I know you got that suave tongue from back in the day, my bro. I know how Paula got, I know how Paula got snared, young man. You're too quick up there, youngster. HQ, absolute legend. He's definitely the GOAT. And HQ takes one to know one, bro. Right, let's have a look at the two lineups, see if there's been any changes in the second half. So no changes. No changes so far. Right, Schlager, this guy. As he goes down, is he going to get a foul? Nope. Cheers, HQ, bro. The big GOAT. That's it. I'll take it, my bro. I'll take it. Cheers, mate. Peter before, Watford 0. Big John. Big John, what's your recovery like from the broken arm, mate? How long is it going to be? How long are you in the cast for? Let us know, big man. Yeah. Good save there by Sells. Corner comes in. Floated to the back stick. Oh, yeah, I was going to close off the poll, wasn't I? Yeah, let me close off the poll. Right, Matt Sells kicks it out. So the poll in the chat was, should we do a spin the wheel once a week? Winner chooses a live stream. Yes, 86. No, 14%. So I think we should go for that then. Okay, cool. Thursday night, we do the spin the wheel. I can let Natasha know because she loves the old spin the wheel. And yeah, we'll put everybody's names in the chat. Every subscriber. And yeah, they can choose the live chat of choice. The stream of choice on a given day. What a great idea. Right, let me just write that down and put it in my ideas page. So Big John says, 6 weeks maybe needs pins on my wrist. Oh, mate, that's the thing. Look, the main thing, obviously, I think the wrist is... Obviously, it's all important, Big John, but the wrist is so important. All of those little niggly bits in there, and it's just so... Like, I hurt my wrist about 3 weeks ago. I sprained it, and it still hurts. I still can't shake the pain. So goodness knows what you've done there, mate. A break there in the lower arm and all that. It can recover easier, but... Yeah, mate. Hopefully it all goes well, my bro. Just look after yourself. Rio says, yo, what's going on, Rio? Back for the second half. Right, Leeds now into the box. Surely. 1-0, Dan James. Rio, you came back at the wrong time. Leeds have gone 1-0 up. Dan James. Wow. Are they going to go down again? Leeds beating Forest again. Jeez. Right, Dan James bursted through. Once he was cleared, no one was going to stop him. And it's a good finish, Dan James. Bang. Mr. Demon says, if I win a spin, you should miss the next spin to make it fair. Oh, what's that? So, if you win a spin, you should miss the next spin to make... Oh, I see. Got ya. Yeah, so Finley won't be on the next one, for example. That's a good one. I like it. Right, I'll get everyone's names down then, who wants to be on it, and we'll do it on Thursday for everyone who's around. What I'll do, I'll just put everybody's name in, because at the end of the day, people that just keep coming back to the channel, which is great. And, yeah, that'd be perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. No worries, Big John. No problem, my bro. Seriously, got to look after yourself, my man. God, life is just... anything can happen, can't it? Do you know what I mean? Leeds is singing loud and proud. Beating Forest again. Bad start for Oliver Glasner. Louis, you know what? I might do that because I'm probably going to be around anyway on the day. I know it's Thursday. I think it's Thursday morning it might be, Louis. So if it is, then yeah, why not? Yeah, Rio is a good goal, sadly, but Forest just, yeah, Oliver Glasner needs to get a hold of your team quickly, Rio. Because before you know it, they're in trouble again. Oh, wow. Makes a change, Bob. Makes a change. So, Bob, what's old Craigo saying? Still playing the same old song? Still crying about lack of transfers? Let me know, bro. Hey, Tommy's back. How you doing, Tommy? Man United fan. How you doing, lad? Good to see you back, Tommy. Tommy. That's a bad result of the weekend, mate. He says he's all tired and worn out. That's why people don't put so much energy into it. Like I said, guys, I've said it before. Statistical facts. 30% of all transfers happen on the last day and the second to last day. The penultimate day and the final day are when most transfers happen. 30%. So why are people getting crazy about it? It's pointless. Tommy says, good, how about you? We don't talk about Saturday. I hear that, Tommy. No worries, lad. You're a funny boy, Tommy. I'm good, mate. I'm good. We had the Liverpool watch-along on Sunday, and I weren't happy myself, mate. But we move, Tommy. We move on to the next game, my brother. How have you been, sir? Please let me know. I know you said you're good, but have you been all right, though? Let the chat know. Tommy, lovely to see you back again. And Tommy, hit that like button for your boy. I'd appreciate it. Michelle says 2-1, West Ham winning. Wow. About time they need to get their season up and going. Tommy Ipswich next. Exactly. Michelle's hoping for some Ipswich retribution there, I reckon. Ipswich 1, Leicester 0. Fair enough. Cheers, Big John. Right now, cross into the box. Back stick. Oh, what a save. Trafford. Oh, my days. What a save down to his left from Trafford. Honestly, he's turned into an absolute brilliant keeper. Chris Wood, you put your life on it. He hit a great shot into the bottom corner. And now, Okafor puts it wide. That should be 2-0. Wow, Trafford, great save. Unbelievable. That's probably going to be Endrick, no? Dan James, Tommy, your old boy. What's that, Ichiku? Yeah, it was Dan James, Tommy, your old player. Ooh, Dan James is a rat. What did he do? Didn't you just get rid of him? Nah, I think they just wanted to get rid of him, to be honest, Tommy. I've never even heard of that player, Aiden. Fair enough. Right. Just need to send a message. Give me a sec. Right, Oliver Glasner ringing the changes now. Tommy says, breaking news, Carlos Baleba to United, 70 million deal done. Very impressive. What is that? 3-1 to Lask. Do you know something? I didn't think it was done and dusted after that first game, you know, because that game could have ended 4-4. But wow, 3-1. They've turned it around. And there's no, James, there's no away goals. So if Lask get one more and beat Celtic 4-1, then it's all tied up on aggregate. Wow, cheers for that, James. Great update. Fair enough, Aiden. Never heard of him. Brighton wanted 100 mil. Yeah, I know, but they're jokers. Yeah, but that was a season and a half ago they wanted. So I still think Man United overpaid a bit, to be honest. But fair enough. It's a good signing. Exactly what your midfield needs, mate. Are you happy with it, Tommy? Let us know. James, Talk Fan TV, thanks for the update, brother. Wow. So Celtic have nearly thrown it away. Impressive from Lasco to come back. Yeah, I know, mate. It's true, I know. But obviously, Tommy, it's like they're doing it. What last year it was strikers and wingers. This year it's midfielders. What are they going to do next year? Do you know what I mean? Defenders. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Man United, they need a left back to replace Luke Shaw. I reckon they need another centre back, but that's not the emergency. I think they need another backup striker and a left back first. What say you, Tommy, about your team, Man U? Peterborough 5, Watford 0. Smoked. Oh, Dominguez with a shot there, tipped over by Trafford. Cheers for that, Big John. Right, ball now. Nico Williams. Left-footed cross. Is he going to go back for corner? No, keeps it in play, Nico Williams. Nice play, 1-2. Fired into the box to no one. Poor cross in the end. Aiden said Southampton 1, West Ham 3. Yeah, exactly. Louis, you saw that. Yeah, 3-1 Lasco. No, Celtic on the verge of throwing it away, Louis. One more goal and it's all tied up. And we remember that game. We did it last week on the Watchalong. That it was obviously Celtic beat them 3-0 and that could have been 4-4 that game. Wow, but have they got the money though, Tommy? Have they got the money? I mean, honestly, I'll buy Lewis Hall. Best left back in the country, Lewis Hall. 100%. I don't want Man United to get him, mate. If they do, it's a great signing. Ball there might be United for 56. Nah, if you're gonna pay 56, they might as well find another 9 million and try and buy Lewis Hall. Do you know what I mean? Lewis Hall is the best English left back, I think. Hudson-Odoi now. Poor ball giveaway. Timber is better than Lewis Hall, but Timber's not a left back. I said best left back in the country. The problem with Timber, though, anyway, he's a right back and a centre back, but too injury prone. He's too injury prone. Same with Calafiore. You just don't know if you could trust them over a season. In which game, my bro? In the Forest Leeds game, you mean? Coventry 4, Plymouth 2. Wow. Big scoreline there, Big John. Big scoreline from the big man. Dan Ndoye goes down under a challenge. Longstaff coming off, getting booed. Right. 1-0 still to Leeds. 68 minutes. Lewis Skelly is better than Lewis Hall. No, he's not. I hear that, Tommy. Back of you guys. Paul has put a bloody mastership. Welcome back, Ichiku. You know it makes sense, bro. Louis, just because someone plays for Arsenal, you can't just say they're better than someone else, mate. Come on. Then, like, Louis, you're going to tell me that, like, oh, what a strike that was. So, Louis, so over the last 5 years, Louis, let me ask you a question, Louis. Over the last 6 years, has Saka been better than Mo Salah? Louis, that's a question to you, Louis. Welcome back, HQ. Has Villa got a team? Oh, no, Villa's in the Champions League, so they're not in the Carabao Cup, obviously, yet. My bad, I take it away. Yeah, Tommy, they're both doing the 3-4-3 formation, aren't they? In the Leeds Forest games, very attacking. Yeah, because his name is Lewis Hall. It's not Louis Hall, it's Lewis Hall. But anyway, yeah, I am calling him the best left back in the country. He is. And Louis, you didn't answer the question about Salah and Saka because you always say the Arsenal plays better. But I'm asking you, Louis, is Saka, has Saka been better than Mo Salah in the last 6 years? Answer the question. Ichku says Salah every day. Exactly. He's correct, 100%, Louis. Lewis Hall is the best left back in this country, I'm telling you. And then Louis, you mentioned Timber, but he's a right back. Salah, no question, exactly. It's not even a competition. But, you know, sometimes some fans can only wear the rose-tinted glasses of their club. But I'm not that type of football fan. I'll tell it how it is. Oh, fair enough, Louis. Fair enough, mate. Anyway, Louis, are you a... Because obviously you spell it to... Louis, are you a Louis or a Lewis? Let me know, bro. Because people that spell Louis that way can still be called Lewis. Let me know. Are you a Lewis or a Louis? Let me know. You never challenged, so I'm presuming you are a Louis. Stats speak for themselves with Salah? Yeah, exactly. But I was only bringing it as an example because I was talking about Lewis Hall being the best left back in the country, and then And then Louis, the Arsenal fan, was saying, no, Timber is. But I'm saying Timber's not even a left back. But Louis always says the Arsenal player is the best. But, you know. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, what I would say is this. I'm not going to go against that. Obviously, and I know what you meant. You meant now. Because obviously in the past, Van Dijk was clearly. Obviously, everyone knows that. Van Dijk was the best in the world. But what I would say, Louis, I'm not disagreeing, but I'm not agreeing. But what I'm saying is this. And hear the football logic here. Van Dijk is playing behind. Van Dijk is playing with a centre-back partner that isn't as good as what Gabriel is playing with, first of all. So that's the first thing. Gabriel has Saliba, so that makes it automatically easier and better. Van Dijk has Jeremy Jacquet next to him. But more importantly, and this is the key thing, Gabriel and Saliba are protected by Declan Rice, who is the best in the league. If you take Declan Rice out of Arsenal's team and put him in front of Van Dijk and somebody else, then maybe it's a different conversation. Because if Declan Rice isn't there, I'll tell you this. Gabriel and Saliba they're not as bulletproof as you think or as people think. Once you take away Declan, then the teams running through onto Arsenal would have a much easier job. That's all I'm going to say. But obviously it doesn't matter because it's a team game and you're only as good as your weakest point. Now, Van Dijk isn't as good as he was. I still think he's the best centre-back in the league. I actually genuinely do. But he just doesn't have the protection in front of him. Put Declan Rice in front of Van Dijk and his partner and you'll still see probably the best centre-back in the world still. But that's just my opinion. Mr. Demon, he's won everything, says he's won everything you can win at an English club. Thomas, it was Dan James Thomas. Welcome back. Raymond says the Nico Gonzalez deal is done and will be officially announced and unveiled. That's a good signing. Are you happy with that, Raymond? Let the chat know. West Ham 4, Southampton 1. Pumped them in the end. Cheers, Big John. Oh, I don't know about this one, Raymond. I don't know about this one. I'm not sure if this one's going to happen. I think he's going Germany, but let's see. Is it in? It's 2-0. Scrambled over the line. James Justin has got it over the line. It's a bit of a scramble. I took my eyes off the screen. Wow. So Forest are down 2-0 now to Leeds United. It's all over. Right, back to the messages. Sorry about that. Wow, loads of goals, loads of goals. Louis says, who do you think is the best centre-back in the league? You've got to be true because Van Dijk is 37. He's not 37. He's 35. Gabriel is better than Van Dijk. Best centre-back in the league? It probably is Gabriel, but there's not much in it, but probably is Gabriel, Louis. Probably is. I think Gabriel's ahead of Saliba at the moment. I think Saliba will eventually be better than Gabriel. But I don't know. Like I said, I think my point is true. I think if you put a better central mid, a CDM, if you put Declan Rice in front of, if Declan Rice played for Liverpool, you'd see a better Van Dijk. It's just obvious. But it's opinions, mate. It's opinions. I'm good, my bro. And you're happy with the Nico Gonzalez signing. Well done, Ray. Glad that you're happy. Konza is the best defender, Ade. Behave yourself, Ichiku. But I'll tell you what, Louis, I reckon Mosquera has the potential to be one of the best in the league. I think he's brilliant. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, Louis, I would swap Van Dijk for Gabriel because of the age. 35, he's getting on. But this probably be his last year. Celtic manager, yellow cards. Is it still 3-1 over there? Oh, sorry. Abdul says Forest will struggle. It's looking like it, isn't it, Abdul? Oliver Glasner struggling. They're struggling to score goals. No goals so far. They've conceded 3 to Leeds in 2 games. And Abdul, a trip to Anfield next. Big John 5, Brentford 1, Birmingham 1. Wow, loads of goals in the Carabao. I think he needs to retire from international football, Abdul. Retire from international football to prolong his career. Yeah, I don't know about that, Raymond. I think he's going to go Germany, to be honest. Jokes. Yeah, well, you got to get it done first, mate. You got to get it done. It's not yet. Where's your message, Aiden? What, that one there, Aiden? Plymouth 2, Coventry 4. Yep, saw it there, mate. Yeah, Christian Mosquera. Really, really impressed with him. That's a brilliant... Now, Louis, that is a brilliant signing. 16 million. Absolutely incredible. What a great young player. No change Celtic game. Cheers for that. So Celtic hanging on. Celtic hanging on. Nico Williams coming off now. It's been a poor game, this game, to be honest. The chat, as usual, has been way better. Leeds, oh wow, decent play. The Leeds fans are giving it the Ole treatment. Max is good for us. He looked like a very special player. Raymond says Mateus Fernandes Pardo should sign. Well, it's should or would. Let's see, Raymond. Don't go too early, bro. We shall see. Oh, Bob. It's looking like a problem. I said it at the beginning of the season, oh, Bob, listen. This is it for Wirtz. This season, this is it. It's now or never. He's got to step up. He's got to step up. He still looks lightweight for this league. Him and Isak, they have to deliver, Bob, or they got to go. It's this season, or if he doesn't stand up and perform this season, he's got to go. We take the loss, send him back to Germany, 50, 60 million, take the loss. Thank you very much. See you later. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Isak as well. There's no excuses, mate. Millwall 1, Cambridge 0, full time. Thanks, Big John. Louis says, I like Mosquera. He's a brilliant defender for us. I think he's going to start the rest of the season because Saliba's out for the time being. But look how much you've got. You've got Konza. You've got, what's it called? Oh, what's the left back? Ball in. Who else have you got? You've got so many. You've got about 6 centre-backs. Ben White, Timber can play centre-back. Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel. Who's the other one you got from Leverkusen? The Ecuadorian lad who's slipped my mind. Obviously, Calafiori set it back as well. I mean, honestly, they got too much. Got way too much. He does, mate. He needs them eggs. He does. Get on the blower to Connor. Kamara is our only DM link. Kone seems to stay or go to United. Nah, he's not going to go United now, bro. They just bought Baleba, haven't they? They bought Baleba, Andre Santos and Tielemans. No more midfielders for Man United. So, Kamara link has gone quiet, Kamara or... I think it's going to be Kamara. I think we might get him now. I hope so anyway. We have to. Kamara, Kone, Bob, let's manifest it. We need it. Anyone in the chat? I think us or stay. Yeah, I think so. Kamara or Kone. There's a reason why they haven't gone somewhere at the moment, Bob. Put it that way. There's a reason. And I think Liverpool are trying to wait till the last couple of days, save on that tax money. Money once again. We get the players in and say, okay, sorry, Andoni, we held you up for 5-6 weeks, but we've got you players now for 5-6 years. And that's how it goes. Right, anyone in the chat who hasn't hit the like button, please do that. I would really appreciate it. Please make sure you have hit it, please. Right, so about that. I really hope so, Bob. Ichiku says 40 likes. Boom. That's what we need. Honestly, not even trying to be greedy, but on a good football stream like this, I've got to try and think 40 likes has got to be the minimum. I don't know, it seems like that kind of thing, but because you want to grow, but yeah. I guess it's like anything. Once you get a certain speed, you want to get to a certain speed. Once you can run a certain distance, you want to go a little bit further. So yeah, 40 likes. That's what we need. That's the minimum. Let's go. Cheers, HQ. Appreciate it, my bro. Declan Rice is better than James Milner. I agree. And I love James Milner. Great player. But Declan Rice is definitely better than him. Brentford, all they do is score goals. Absolutely slapping. Wow. Amazing. Have they rested players? I want to know, has that been mostly their first team or has it been reserves? Brentford, let me have a look there. Ichiku, you happy with the result? They're absolutely slapping. Absolutely slapping Birmingham, mate. Hit them for 6, bro. What you saying, Ichiku? Absolutely slapped them. Ichiku, what you saying? The Brum boys have been... Oh, mate. Rice is better than Favors. HQ, what are you saying about that result, bro? Not Ipswich, Birmingham. Hold on, have I read that wrong? Sorry, Big John. No, Brentford beat Birmingham, you know. Yeah, Big John, Birmingham beat... Brentford beat Birmingham 6-1. Yes, he is, Louis. Yes, he is. You're not dropping any revelations on the channel. We all know this, bro. Declan Rice, one of the best CDMs in the world. The only one he's not better than is Rodri. Yep, exactly, Aiden. Birmingham 1, Brentford 6. How are you folks from the Midlands thinking about your brethren? Birmingham getting absolutely slapped. Nottingham Forest are literally toothless. Ade, you need to look at the Coventry City and the Ipswich Town game. What is that now? Well, it's 4-2, wasn't it? I wish I'd have done that game now instead. Never mind. It is what it is. It's what happens when you go for the bright lights of the Prem. Maybe I need to do some more Coventry games. Birmingham City is crappy. The blue noses. He's laughing away. All right, let me have a look at that one, Thomas. Are you enjoying it, Thomas? Is it a good game? I think you chose a good game, Thomas. Better than me. I mean, this game's had 2 goals in it, but it just hasn't been a very good game. Yeah, Plymouth 2, Coventry 4. Lots of goals. Awonyi scores on his debut. Torp as well. Yeah, decent. Lots of goals in the Carabao Cup today. Good news up the Villa. Forgot the name of the Ecuador player for Arsenal. I've forgotten him as well. You know, he's obviously played left back. Liverpool's linked with him for years. What's his name? Ugh. But yeah. I keep thinking of Estepinian, but obviously it's not. It's begins with E. No, not E. What is his name? Yeah, I bet you are, Thomas. Looks like a great game. Wow. I was flooded with messages from my Blue Noses buddies on Saturday. What goes around, come back around. I hear that, Ichiku. That's it, of course. They would have been on your case. You lot getting slapped up 4-1. But yeah, there you go, mate. It is, isn't it? Justin Timberlake sings that song. What goes around, come back around. I thought I told you, you Blue Noses. What goes around, come back around. Yeah, I hear that, HQ. You got to enjoy it, innit? The banter of football. Ah, that's it. Piero and Capier. That is it. Yeah, that's it, Louis. Piero and Capier. Cheers for that, Aiden. Yeah, Brentford are a good team, man. Good team. Thomas, that's why I've got Igor Thiago in the team, because they're going to get penalties. He's going to score goals. I know he's not playing today, Thomas, but this is why I got him in the fantasy football, Thomas. Yeah, Louis, yep. We were talking about... that's going to be a goal, surely. Wow, Ndoye should get on that. That should be 2-1. Dan and Ndoye missed ones. You too, my bro. Yeah, we got there, Louis. Aiden got there just before you, Piero and Capia. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And that's the thing. Like, Ichiku, we can't go... Ooh! We can't go too early on people, because you never know what's going to come around the corner. Wow! So, James, they came back, mate. 4-1. Wow! Lask have come back. That should be Lask. But, yeah, my software's translated it to shot for some reason. But, yeah, James, cheers for the update. Wow! So, it's going to go extra time. He is a good left back and a good centre back. Yep. Wow. What a collapse that is, Big John. Just when Celtic, you think they're just like that, aren't they? They could just chuck it in. Terrible result. Right, let's get some more messages up on the screen. Penalties in the Hull versus Stoke City game. Christian Mosquera, what do you like about him? I just think that he's got great physicality, pretty pacey, good engine, really good in the air. I think just reading of the game, he's a proper defender, mate. Really good signing. But Arteta, clever management. Right, this game's winding down now. A couple more minutes. I wonder what's going to happen in the Celtic game. Can you believe Celtic may blow it? Wow. Terrible. Imagine, and the thing is, Big John, they went 1-0 up as well in that game. That is terrible. Fair enough. It's not been the greatest game, Thomas. Not been the greatest game, this one. But 2-0 it is. Yeah, keep round 10 into the road. You know this, bro. I just told you, Louis. I just said it. Yeah, I bet you did, Thomas. Looked like a great game, bro. Wow, did you really? Jesus. That was some big balls there. That was some big cojones. But what, it's still 4-1 though, right? And obviously it's a draw at the moment. Away goals doesn't count anymore. Oliver Watkins, 50 mils. He's played his last game now for Villa. Yeah, I'm still a bit thing with Villa. I mean, they're making signings, but I'll be real, Aiden. I think they're bringing in players that aren't as good. Look, Ollie Watkins is a bit old. Fair enough. But Nicholas Jackson's not as good as him. Rodgers is gone. Manzambe comes in. Okay, he might be good, but he's not as good as Morgan Rodgers. You lose Tielemans. Is Thingy better than him? What's it called? Goretzka. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I think the signings are their replacements. It's a problem. I think Villa should be doing better in the transfer market. Personally, no offense, got a lot of love for you Villa boys in the chat and girls, but yeah. But there is the result here. Leeds have come through and beaten Forest 2-0. So, Louis, what I was saying, can you hear me? I was saying, Mosquera, I like his physicality. He's lean, but he knows how to tackle. He's all-out defence. You know, he's got a good engine, stamina. He's really tall, good in the air as well. So fair enough. That's why I like him. Cheers, Thomas. Snapped it up. No, if Celtic score, bet's dead. Still good. I hear that, my bro. Yeah, of course you've got players in. Look, in football, you need to improve. And when I'm looking at those players, I'm not thinking, oh, obvious improvements. I'm just seeing you're replacing them, but they just feel like borderline same level, if not downgrades. That's the point. There needs to be upgrades. But HQ says Watkins has shot his bolt, disloyal and totally disrespectful. No, I hear that. Maybe he needed to go anyway, as we discussed before. Age, get someone in, you know. But ultimately, when all's said and done, for this season ahead, HQ, I think Ollie Watkins is still better than Nicholas Jackson. He's just a better player. But, you know, Yao Gomez, probably that's a good replacement for Onana that's gone down injured. Goretzka, I don't know. Manzambi, look, whatever Manzambi is, he's not going to be Morgan Rogers. I know that. So, look, it's not me wishing them bad luck. Good luck to the Villa. I like Villa. But I just feel like we all need to be, but, you know, if your club's at one level, you need to improve, but get players that improve you. So, let's see. Well done to Leeds, indeed. Would you like him at Liverpool? I'd love him at Liverpool. Love him at Liverpool because A, he's a centre-back and B, he can play right-back as well. So, yeah, and that's what Liverpool need. So, yeah. And for the price as well. That's what I like as well. The price is so cheap. Great signing. The Leeds fan take the applause from their team. Oh, really? No, fair enough, mate. I mean, this is the thing. So, Ichiku says, at a change room upheaval due to Watkins refusing to train. So, I didn't realise he did that. But look, that's the thing with these footballers, mate. And this is why, look, Ichiku, you've watched football longer than me, my sir. This is why I don't like footballers. Because they will all do it. I don't like their behaviour because it's human nature. Look, we're men, they're men. We'd probably do that. Some of us would do the same. Most of us probably do the same. If that Saudi money's on the line, you throw your toys out. We saw Isak do it. He plays for my club. I don't like what he did last year. Isak at Newcastle. They're all the same. They all have that rat mentality behaviour when it doesn't suit them and it doesn't go their way. So, yeah, I don't particularly like footballers themselves. I love the team. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I hear that. He needed to go. And let's see what these... I think it's just one of those ones where I think... Well, you're a patient Villa fan anyway. You've had to be in recent years anyway. But I think like this is definitely a rebuilding year. And if you miss out on Champions League, I wouldn't be that bothered if I'm Villa. If you can qualify for Europe again, then I think it's a good season. That's what I think. The Brentford game was an incredible game today, says Thomas. Yeah, all right, Louis. We know this, mate. Jeez. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go. Cheers, HQ. Middlesbrough Doncaster 1. The Spurs game is going to be a great game tomorrow. I think so. It'll be a good game. I think what we see tomorrow in the Spurs game tomorrow is some of the backup squad of Spurs being used. And ultimately Charlton will obviously be going for it. Carabao Cup game under the lights, London derby. So I think it's going to be good. And also as well, Thomas, we've got the draw afterwards. The draws happen in about 10:15. So we can see who all of the likes of Liverpool and Man U and Arsenal are going to join the fray in Carabao Cup round 3. See who Chelsea get in round 3. If they overcome Luton, of course. But yes, there you go. The best midfield for at the moment, Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai should be Wirtz, but it's not. He's very underwhelming so far. Wirtz. I'm really worried about him. Really worried about him long term. But yeah, Szoboszlai is Liverpool's best midfielder. And yeah. And I like Szoboszlai. He's obviously a top player, but I don't look at him like he's an elite player. But I don't know. I don't really look at midfielders as that many elite midfielders in the country. I think in this country, midfielders, elite midfielders, Cole Palmer, when he's on his day, definitely elite. Declan Rice, definitely elite. Caicedo, I think, is elite. Who else springs to mind? Other than that, I don't really rate many people that highly. Like really top class. Bruno Fernandes, of course, yes. And that's about it, really. Not really too many. I mean, I'm talking about elite. Top players. Not many in this league. In midfield anyway. For me anyway. Hey, Reluctant, how you doing, my bro? Reluctant's in at the death. How you doing, sir? Reluctant, let me know when you get Street Fighter 6. And Reluctant, hit the like button on this stream, please, my bro. Express says, I reckon Charlton will score tomorrow. Let's see, my bro. I think, well, let's look at the lineups and you'll see. Borders back. Tyler. Yo, sorry, I was watching Just Paul stream. No worries, Tyler. All good, my bro. Welcome back in, Tyler. Tyler, hit the stream for me, please, though, bro. I'd appreciate that. Evan got present tomorrow as well. Yep. We'll keep a watch on that one. Maybe it's in Spud's best interest not to win that game. Concentrate on Premier. You never know. I think they need it. I think they need to stay in. See you tomorrow, Ade. Have a good night, my bro. Take care, Aiden. See you later, mate. Does the Carabao Cup draw start? Yeah, it starts tomorrow, 10:15. I think it's 10:15, and we see who all the other big clubs that join the competition. What's that? HQ Maggin? What's Maggin? I will buy it and wear a Liverpool shirt if you win the league this season. We cannot let Arsenal win it again. I hear that, Aussie Ange. Good to see you again, my bro. Hit that like button, Aussie Ange. I think it's going to happen after the Tottenham game tomorrow, bro. So about 10 p.m. Louis. Cheers, Reluctant. Hey, good man. Yeah. Drop it on Discord when you're ready, my bro. And who's your characters? Who do you like playing? Do you like the Shotos? Let me know. Louis, after the Tottenham game tomorrow. The Tottenham game is at 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's after that game. 10 p.m. You nutter. Espresso says, good luck. I'm off. Also, time flying too fast. You know this, bro. Take care, Espresso. Hit that like button if you haven't already, my bro. I'll see you later. Mr. Demon, take care, my bro. Take care. So Reluctant, you like Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Akuma, standard main character. So you're on a Shoto tip. No worries, my bro. The thing is, Reluctant, with me, I played Ken in Season 1 of Street Fighter 6. And in Season 2, I went over to Bison, and I've kind of mained him ever since. I did go back to Ken for about 6 months at the start of this year, but I've now gone back to Bison. But the problem is, when you switch so much, honestly, it feels like a job keeping up with the characters. It's so technical, but, get your one player in and, get your main player down, concentrate on them. If you want to go with Ken as a starter, I know Ken inside out. So, I can help you with that one. Ryu and Ken are quite different in this game. They're a lot different than before. I don't really like Ryu in this game, but, yeah. But, yeah, I'm all about the Ken and the M. Bison. But M. Bison is my guy. Jessica's going to join the Crystal Palace stream on Friday. Lovely stuff. Too much wine at it. Oh, McGinn. I hear that, my bro. I saw you use Ken before today. Yeah, I did. But do you know something? That was just me. I was playing with Macy on the channel. I mean, he's a disabled person, so he was struggling and whatnot. He's using one hand, so obviously I wasn't really playing him. But with Ken, I've forgotten a lot of the roots and the, not fundamentals, there's certain bits that I've forgotten. And I need to basically spend a couple of weeks getting back up to speed with Ken again. But with M. Bison, it's all locked in. It's like, you know, but I've got about 90% of Ken there, but I'm missing the last 10% that you need. If I just try to jump on ranked now with Ken, I'll get flattened. But because I've been off of it for too long with ranked. But with M. Bison, I can jump in, no problem. Stomp. Nice one, Big John. Take care, my bro. Look after yourself. Have a good night. Take care, HQ. Catch you later, bro. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care. We'll see, Louis. We'll see. I hear that, mate. I hear that. I'm the opposite. I had that day one. Played it for a few weeks. Didn't like it. And I dropped it. I should have stuck with it, to be fair. But yeah, I hear that. Sometimes as well, do you know what it is as well, Reluctant? You'll probably agree with this as well. Because if you play SF5 a lot and you get used to it a lot and you get a certain level to it, it's that starting again factor. But with me, I didn't really have much on SF5. I played a few weeks, gave it up, so I'd forgotten it. So SF6, I was starting from fresh. It was fine. It was really enjoyable. But they're both great, really. Yes, he's got cerebral palsy, so he can only use one hand. Let's see, Thomas. Let's see. They should do. Exactly. It's massive. It's massive. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love it. Very rarely would I play a game for so long. I've been playing it for 3 years. That's not me at all. I play a game for a year tops. Not even that. Play a game, finish it, I'm done. But gaming's been in the mud for the last 4 years. I've never known gaming to be so poor, in my opinion. But yeah, so I haven't really played anything new in the last few years, really. Yeah, exactly. Louis. Nice, nice, Thomas. I might be doing that one as well, Thomas. We'll see. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, look, I've been around a long old time, and I've loved video games my whole life. But yeah, I just feel modern video games, for me, it's in the mud, absolute in the mud. Said it, you know. I remember, like, you know, about a couple of years into the PS5 life cycle. No, about 3 years, because we took about a year to get it. And in about the third year, I remember me and my son was talking about, my middle son was talking about games. And we're just like, what is there to play on this thing? There's nothing. There's nothing. We fast forward now. PS5's been out, what, 5-6 years? Still hardly anything on there. Hardly any real exclusives. Hardly any top quality games. The PS4 was far better. The PS4 era was miles better. You'd have to look it up, my bro. Probably, Thomas. Probably. Rio, yeah, bad result. Honestly, they look very poor, Rio. They look very poor. They look toothless in attack. But Rio, you've got Liam Delap now. 50 million. It's a lot of money. I don't really think it's a good signing, but 50 million is done now. You're going to have to make that work, Rio. But yeah, you must be fuming. It was a poor game from Nottingham Forest. And they've got beat 3-0 on aggregate now. On over 2 games by Leeds. It's a bad start to the season for Notts Forest. Rio. Hard to say, Louis. Who knows? I don't know. Could be anyone. Exactly. Exactly. It is poor. Decent graphics, but honestly, it looks to business, but doesn't have the games. But the same thing with the Xbox. I mean, it's just gaming. It's not necessarily it's not the console's problem. It's just gaming in general. You know, we're living in an age of you know, indie games. Indie games are better than modern, you know, full AAA titles. And you hardly see those anymore. They're all bombing left, right, and centre. So it is what it is. I think we're in that state of flux where, you know, you've got free-to-play games that are kind of taken over as well. And, you know, your Fortnites of this world and all that. But where are all the great story-based driven games? Just not there anymore. Just not there. But yeah, when's your SF6 coming, bro? Let me know. Roughly. Rio, they need to pull their finger out. It could happen, my bro. But, you know, the chances are there's going to be 3 worse teams than you, Rio, so I wouldn't worry about it at the moment. Yeah, this one was, yes, it was. Yeah, I agree, Thomas. Yeah, exactly. That's tomorrow. Nice one, Reluctant. Nice one. Right, on that note, everyone, I'm going to bring the stream to a close. Thank you for joining me. Absolutely fantastic having you. Could you please hit the like button if you haven't already? I'd much appreciate it. And obviously, anyone that sees this back later as a vlog, then drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for everyone that joined me. Nice to meet new subscribers like Rio, Knots in the building, and obviously the usual people in the crew. Reluctant popped in the end. Thomas was about. Obviously, Louis was here. All of the usual crowd. Absolutely amazing. Mr. Demon and Ozzy Ange, Big John, Ichiku. Michelle was in earlier. Aiden, Espresso, James, Talk Fan TV. Obviously, I can't go through all the names. But thank you so much for joining me. Really, really appreciate it. But yes, we've watched Leeds beat Nottingham Forest again. This time 2-0. And Nottingham Forest, their tricky start to the season continues. That's 2 defeats in a row. Oliver Glasner has a lot of work cut out for him. We're back tomorrow live again for the Tottenham Charlton game. So another London derby tomorrow. Obviously, yeah, my voice is going here. So yes, going to be a good one tomorrow. Thank you, Thomas. See you tomorrow. No, thanks, Bob. Keep him, mate. Keep him. But, nah, I don't think so. He's banned anyway, isn't he? He's banned. We don't need him. But now, Bob, good to see you again, my bro. I'm ducking out. But listen, everybody, thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the Watchalong tomorrow. Going live at 7 p.m. The game kicks off at 7:45. It's Tottenham at home to Charlton. London derby. So, yes, looking forward to that one. You too, mate. Take care. And anybody, like I said, if you haven't hit the like button, please do it now. Would really appreciate it. Right, on that note, my name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Earlier today, I did a Street Fighter 6 live stream. So we'll be doing more of that in the future. So obviously feel free to jump in and throw down with me. We're doing more live football content this week. The watch along tomorrow. Then on Thursday, we're likely going to be doing the Chelsea versus Luton game. Friday is going to be Man City versus Crystal Palace. Liverpool back in action versus Nottingham Forest on Saturday. And then the evening game, I can't recall right now. Over the weekend, it's going to be Leeds Brentford on Sunday. And then Man United Ipswich on Sunday as well. So lots of games on the channel. On that note, take care, everyone. Take care, Thomas. See you soon. And look after yourself. Thank you for everyone for joining me. Thank you and good night.